With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fan or shoutouts can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunch and into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here and welcome to DSP Bingo for it's today Monday the 15th of April 2024. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed and I hope you had a very enjoyable and robust weekend indeed, and it's the start of a brand new week, you know, Magic Monday not shit. And Phil's in his chat. Phil's actually in his chat quite early, like 6:43 p.m. 6:42 p.m. my time, so that's like 10:42 a.m. his time. Like his stream was not due to go live for 33 minutes and he was in his chat bright and early. You know, so yeah, Phil bizarrely for whatever bloody reason was quite prompt today to set up a stream and get a stream going and all that jazz. And apparently Phil is being fresh today, whatever the fuck that miss, you know, fresh. Jasper's being fucking fresh. Whatever that's meant, goddamn mean, I got no idea what it means, but whatever. Anyway, as usual, you know what I mean, I'm just kind of thinking, what can we do while we wait for Phil to go live? How about to watch a random detractor video, at least some of it anyway. We have a new video out by Sunspot Gallery, he calls it Bacon Sweats a Month of BS Part 1. I was thinking we can watch a wee bit of it, and I'll share a link to the video in the chat once we're done watching some of it, so you guys can check it out at your own leisure and your own discretion. But yeah, Phil sounds like he's going live very soon, I don't know, but I guess I'll have to keep a wee eye on that and see when Phil's going live. But for now, let's just enjoy what Sunspot Gallery has made us, shall we?
Essentially, this documentary that was going to be made about me, I already said all this publicly, by the way, this is no new information, but the documentary was going to attack it from the angle of, well, here's everything everyone says about Phil. Here's all the reasons people hate Phil, right? But in reality, are any of these even that bad? Even if they all were true, all right? Let's assume everything's true that everyone ever said about Phil. Is any of it really that bad that people should really be like hating him so much and wishing him harm and doing the things they've done to him and his family members and all of that, right? And you know, going through all of that, saying, look at all this stuff that happened to Phil, and analyzing it in that perspective, like what's really going on that people hate Phil so much? Like, what is the reason? And it was gonna basically look at it from like that perspective, which would have been a new one because most people have never attacked it. It's just, oh, here's all the things people hate Phil for. Are they true or not? Instead of, well, you know what? Whether or not they're true or not, maybe it doesn't even matter, right? Perhaps people should just stop being fucking insane.
Oh, Phil's going live apparently, and he has something new. Hold on, hold on, give me a second here. He's got a new thing. Oh my god, this is fucking garbage. This shit. This like AI generated fucking scene that feels like, is it AI generated? I don't know. This is Phil's new thing, apparently. This fucking thing here. Also, Phil is very early today. Very, very early today, Phil is. What is going on there? I don't know. Like, I want to keep watching this ML build up some speed up juice. Let's go back to this. I've not actually seen this clip, and I've heard about this clip, but I've not actually seen this clip yet of Phil trying to say, so what was all true? I mean, most people seem to be of the same opinion, okay? That Phil... Well, there's nothing wrong with Phil playing mobile games, right? If he didn't beg his audience profusely every single fucking day for fucking handouts so he can fucking pay his bills, that's what the big issue is. When he is fucking asking and begging his audience for money, acting like he's fucking destitute, acting like he's fucking one bad day away from fucking going, you know, bankrupt and losing his home and losing his fucking wife and all that shit. When he fucking piles on the fucking pity for his audience to fucking go forth and deliver, and then you see what he fucking spends all the money on. It doesn't go towards fucking bills, it doesn't go towards fucking, you know, it goes towards things like WWE Champions and DoorDash. That is primarily why people get so fucking upset with Phil Burnell, because he seems to be always constantly fucking lying about why he needs this fucking money. Like, if Phil never begged ever and he played WWE Champions, sure it'd be fucking funny, but people wouldn't hate him for it. Lots of fucking people like fucking spend stupid money in like wee gacha game crap, you know what I mean? The difference is that I don't see those people begging their audiences for fucking money, and then that same person will just blow that fucking money that was given to them out of kindness for a fucking audience's heart on stupid shit like fucking mobile games.
Even matter, right? Perhaps people should just stop being fucking insane. The things that people accuse me of or are so angry about aren't actually that bad. Like, honestly, really, let's say, for example, you look at all the things said about me, that I used to be a racist and say horrible things in my commentary, which I don't anymore, but I used to, let's even say I used to be a racist, which I wasn't, but let's say it was true. Let's say I spent ridiculous amounts of money on mobile games and didn't tell anyone, right? Let's say, what's the other ridiculous one? Because there's like 3 or 4 big ones, right? Let's say they're all true, every single one of them. Are any of those a big deal?
Yes. Yes, Phil, they are. I'd say it's kind of a big fucking deal. Alright, there's also way more of a video to go, you know what I mean? It's over an hour long. But that's a fantastic little intro. It's not something I've actually seen before. As I said, I heard people talk about it on Twitter, but I've not actually seen the fucking clip before. Link to this whole video from Sunspot is in the chat if you guys want to check it out at your own leisure. But yeah, Sunspot usually makes some pretty good fucking videos, you know, good old bacon sweats and all that jazz. There we fucking go. Prophet is fucking trying to spin some tall tales with me. Prophet, I don't want to hear a thing. You wanted to challenge me to play Rocket League on Sunday and you weren't around because of a little fucking bout of the sniffles. I don't want to hear a thing from your bald ass, okay? Mister, I'm going to fucking challenge you to Rocket League, I'll fucking play Sunday. Oh look, Prophet's in fucking bed because he's got a fucking sniffle. I don't want to hear a thing, but oh seriously, I do hope you're feeling better though, Prophet. Oh goodness me, and of course Prophet says he has COVID-69, of course he has to fucking ruin that as well. How do you make COVID worse? By fucking, you know, going all Derek about it. Anyway, link to, as I said, the link to the video, I'll do it again, I'll throw the link in the chat again for people if they want to check out Sunspot Gallery's Bacon Sweats video. But let's just focus on the bingo. And Phil's going live, and is live now, but apparently Tacozilla has found the source of this already. Like the audio source as well and everything. So the stock footage, I mean, it's pixels again. You know, it's the same bloody website. And there's audio for it as well. Where's the audio? Why can't I not hear this? Am I just, well, is it silent stock footage? How do you know it's silent stock? I can't hear anything. So I'm not sure if there's any actual audio or not. But yeah, there we go. There's a stock footage here. So that's what Phil. So someone sent that to Phil, and they're like, yeah, okay, I'm going to give it to Phil and pretend I made it. And I assume, by the way, it's just his usual fucking guitar riff. Of course it fucking is. Jesus fucking Christ. And I think after that it's a long intro, isn't it? So yeah, of course it's a fucking long intro, okay. Let's go there, let's go there. Okay, fantastic. Let's go to 1.25 speed and let's get the bingo all prepared and set up. Guys, I need a number. The first number in chat I see will be, Can I fucking speak properly this time instead of just fucking sound like I'm fucking a Tasmanian devil? It's Scottish. I need a number. The first number in chat I saw was fucking 16 by Toxic J. Just don't ask me fucking what those noises were. I don't know how to fucking repeat those noises, but there you go. Yeah. Let's just randomise the bingo background image and then we'll have a fucking number and we'll do a random bingo card. Fantastic stuff indeed. Okay, let's just type in 16 in here. We can go there. Fantastic. And this is the bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say schedule, contributions, business, you guys, and goal. The second row is Phil saying that being said, shout out that being said. Him touching his face, him repeating the same point constantly, him saying interesting and alright. The third row is Phil saying detractor or trolls. You know what I mean. Him snorting, him saying no exaggeration, and him saying react. The fourth row is Phil saying variety on demand, him discussing food, him saying wow, and him saying positive. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying necessarily, him showing off some YouTuber jealousy, him saying nonsense, him discussing the weather in some capacity, and finally him saying good news. That is our bingo board for today's stream. Thank you very much to Toxic Judges for the number, and hopefully it will produce a full house.
Fuck the fuck off.
And big ups to Battery Exhausted for gifting a membership to Timothy Grimley. So yeah, well done Timothy Grimley for receiving the membership, and thank you very much to Battery Exhausted for gifting the membership. I still can't believe that Battery gifted a membership one time and I went to himself, to me from me. I didn't even know that was fucking possible to gift yourself a fucking membership, but there you go. I guess I still can't believe that happened last time out. But yeah, but well done Timothy for receiving that gift of membership, you know, and I'll need to remember to add that to the list later on at the end of the, for the end of the show. But for now, of course, we're going to focus on a bingo. The aim of the game, as you guys know, is to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 on the bingo board. You see before you, and if we manage to do that, we will add $25 to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at 125 buckaroos. Of course, the aim of the game is to try and get as many bingos as possible, try and get as much money in that bingo prize fund as possible, because at the very end of the month, we have a marble race to determine who gets to take home that bingo prize fund. But if you want to have a chance of winning that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you've got a comment in the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you have not left a comment there yet, do so now before the end of the month, so you're in with a chance of winning the bingo. Of course, there's a variety of ways for us to get full houses as well, get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house. For example, should Phil snort or burp 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay, that will give us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So I think I've covered all the bases and everything else. All I have to do is for me to press the random Scottish soundboard button.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Right.
And on that note, I think we're ready to rock and roll and get on with the show. So good luck everybody, because here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And I welcome you here to the Level 1 Podcast. Today is Monday, the 15th of April, 2024. I'm DSP, and we are back full-time gaming for the next 3 days, which is great. As much as I enjoy getting that nice break right in the middle of the week for a full day of reacting every Sunday, at least for the last couple of months, I do enjoy jumping wholeheartedly and full force back into gaming for the second half of my streaming week. And today's certainly no exception. It'll be a great day. We got some multiplayer. We got the conclusion of survival horror, leading into a new game tomorrow that I have no idea if it's something that we're going to want to play long term or not, but it's an experiment kind of. And so far this week's been great. Today on the show, I'll be honest, again, much like yesterday, I don't have too many particular topics that I want to talk about, except I do want to, in very general terms, talk about my initial opinion on the Fallout TV show, which I just finished last night with my wife. You know, it's eight episodes. Each episode just about an hour. Usually they're a little bit longer. And basically, wow. Let me put it this way. I have a lot to say, but the thing is, the only way you can really talk about this show in a way that will make more sense is to spoil, which I'm not going to do here on the podcast today whatsoever. I'm actually going to review the Fallout TV show this week. But basically by Wednesday night, like either tonight, tomorrow night, or Wednesday night, when I have appropriate time, I'm going to sit down and do a formal review of the show for my DSP Reacts channel. Okay? So, since that is coming, I don't want to talk too much specifically about things on the show, but what I would like to do is generally talk about the show in just general terms, without hitting on point on any specific plot points. That way, if you are going to watch the show yourself, which, oh, by the way, I will urge you to, man, it's a great show. This way you won't be spoiled at all. If you want to be spoiled, you can head over to DSP Reacts over the next few days, and I'll be reviewing it there more in depth. But I do want to talk generally about it today because, man, we finished it last night, and I was blown away. All right, so I'm not going to say anything else because I'm going to have a segment on the show about it. And, yeah, it should be a good time. All right, but outside of that, you know, not a lot going on. I keep checking gaming news and stuff. There's really not a heck of a lot going on right now.
The fucking BAFTAs, so you still not even address the fucking BAFTAs for fucking rewarding games in the fucking gaming industry. That is one of the biggest awards a fucking game can win is a BAFTA. In my opinion anyway, and Phil's like not even addressed it one bit. Not even referenced it, not even mentioned it.
So a more laid-back stream. You know, we'll talk a little bit about how the React Day went yesterday and the schedule coming up. But for the most part, you know, we're kind of open and free to do whatever today. If anyone wants to drive the discussion in any direction, great. Or we could do suggestion box, or we can do other stuff. You know, I'm not sure. So I guess we shall see what happens over the course of today. Okay. All right. So it's Monday. 3 straight days of gaming coming up, and what a variety. We've got online multiplayer shooters, we've got fighting games, we've got the conclusion of survival horror, we've got a totally new game starting tomorrow, of the likes of which I don't know what it's really going to be, but it's claymation.
Oh, speaking of claymation, big up to Tacozilla for creating that little claymation figure, which I, you know, stole for a goddamn thumbnail. You know, so yeah, that was a Tacozilla creation. Don't know how exactly he made it, you know what I mean? I assume, you know, it was one of those kind of, you know, I assume AI was involved in some capacity, but done a great job of generating a claymation style figure of DSP. And I was like, I'm stealing that shit and I'm using that for a thumbnail.
And of course, we've got Soulsborne Elden Ring continuing, so we've got a ton of variety in the next 3 days. One thing we're going to want to figure out is what we want to do Wednesday night, which is an open stream. I purposefully scheduled it like that so that we can have an open night to do whatever. And some candidates for that night would be the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, just a silly night stream of messing around in the game because it was so much funny a couple weeks ago. Outside of that, you know, maybe we just do more of this new game that's starting tomorrow. Maybe we do some Helldivers. I'm leaving it open on purpose, okay? But let's just quickly recap what happened yesterday on the React stuff. So basically, on the DSP versus the Internet show, which is my weekly clips React show over on my DSP Reacts channel, good variety of topics. Like, I would say this week was such a good mix because we had gameplay trailers, but we had also videos about things going on in the game industry. We had documentaries. We had stuff about, like, world news. We had all kinds of good stuff, you know? And I really enjoy when we have the biggest amount of variety on the show because it makes it feel like, truly, we're kind of jumping around and experiencing a variety of things about life together. And it's always a good time, and it's always a chill time. I really don't have any complaints. It was a pretty much dead on exactly how I like that show. And depending on the videos that are submitted, some weeks we get through many videos, and other weeks we don't. Like 2 weeks ago, we actually did every video. We actually watched every single one.
Who fucking cares?
Last week, we didn't do many videos at all. Like, we just went through the ultra submissions, and then when we got to like the submission tier, which is everything in a random playlist, we only got through a few. I was like, wow, some of those videos were so good, we kept watching, and didn't get to too many. Yesterday was more of kind of a mix, I would say, where we got through, I think, about half of the submission tier videos, but not all of them. So it's working, you know, the formula is working. And the one thing I'm struggling with on the DXP Reacts channel is content outside of the show. You know, my idea originally for the React channel was that I was going to do long-form React events. And I did. I was doing long-form React events. Remember last year? We reacted to 1 or 2 of the June the King documentaries. I reacted to the Internet Historian YouTube channel. And then I did a whole giant summertime event about Machinima and my time with them and stuff like that. So basically, that stuff was really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually had a great time with it. But it didn't really catch on. Like, when I was doing that React stuff, people were actually complaining that I should have not done it and instead spent more time on gaming. In reality, some of those streams actually did poorly, which is weird because for years and years, people just kept telling me they wanted me to do React content. And I kept resisting, saying I didn't think that it had value and it wasn't really something that was going to fit.
Oh, you don't actually do reaction content, no, properly. Like, not everyone, okay? Not everyone can fucking do React content. It looks easy to fucking do, I know. You know, on paper, anyone can do React content, but good React content requires a person reacting to stuff to fucking actually have some knowledge of the thing they're reacting to. You know what I mean? It's like some sort of fucking person that's got some good knowledge about, you know, music, for example. They're reacting to like a fucking popular song, and they can fucking point out the parts of the song which fucking make it pop out, and a certain thing happens here and this instrument happens here, things like that. That's kind of an interesting thing to kind of react to. It's like, what makes a song stand out? And it's like, oh, this, the instrumental coming in here, things that are, or a movie, you know, if someone reacting to some movies or whatever, I mean, or scenes in movies, and they fucking tell you how the lighting was done here, or thing, all that kind of shit sounds kind of, when the person is got some knowledge and passion for the thing they're reacting to, that's what sells an audience, and that's what engages an audience. Because it's like they're getting some good, proper, some more insightful knowledge about a thing that's being reacted to. Bill, for the most part, has no knowledge about this shit he's reacting to. It's just, oh, look at that.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Thank you to Warren for popping that member message and saying you need a personality and entertaining to do React content. Exactly. Not anyone can fucking do it. I mean, it's especially like, the only way Phil could potentially do some interesting React content is if it was about something which he has actual knowledge about. You know, Street Fighter, for example. Phil does have some knowledge about Street Fighter. Potentially could do some interesting React content about that. But he's very limited in the grand scheme of things. But he thinks he's some sort of fucking React content aficionado now.
And then finally, when I
was it a snort?
resisting, saying I didn't think that it had value and it wasn't really something that was going to fit. And then finally, when I started doing it, oh, he said, well, actually, it's not that good. No shit. It's like, no shit. The only way React content works, okay, is if you're a big drama queen and you basically kind of, you know, crap.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Well, thank you very much to Timothy Grimley for gifting a membership, and it went to Martin T. So Timothy Grimley, fresh off his own gifted membership, you know that he received from Battery Exhausted, he's now gone and gifted one himself to Martin T. So well done to Martin T for getting the membership, and also thank you very much to Timothy Grimley for giving the membership out. You know, I mean, that's very kind of you, good sir. Cheers. Grease Monkey saying one day I'll get a gifted membership. You might know. It depends on what type of account you've got. I mean, I can't put it this way. I can never receive a gifted membership no matter what channel I'm on, because I've got like some sort of legacy YouTube account or some pish or brand. There's something about your types of YouTube account. Your account might not be eligible to receive a gifted membership, and mine's fits that fucking criteria, which is kind of strange. So there you go. It is what it is. Look at the draw, I guess, maybe.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
And thank you very much to Toxic Treasures for gifting a membership. That one goes to Purple Aki, who, there we go. So yeah, big ups Purple Aki for getting that, for getting that membership. And thank you very much, Toxic Treasures, for gifting membership. Okay, I need to remember to add these names. Hold on. I'm going to take a wee note now. I'm taking a wee note now. I don't want to forget adding these names, so I'm adding Timothy, who's got his name Timothy spelled wrong, but I need to remember to do the typo as well. Well, it's probably not spelled wrong, but you know, it's probably on purpose. And then we've got Martin T, and Purple Aggie. There we go. So I've got a note of the names I need to add before the end of bingo. And of course, for Martin T becoming a member, I will of course play There we go, cheers. So fuck it. Fuck me, man. I think I covered all the bases. I think that's good. Okay. And by the way, we have a free space already. We have one free space already because Phil has been snorting up a storm. We're at 10 already for a fucking free space. If it is snorts or free spaces, that's insane. So there we go. Right, okay, let's crack on with bingo. It's a good start so far. Hopefully we can crack on. Hopefully we can get a little more ticked off, and hopefully we can get a full house today.
Okay, is if you're a big drama queen, and you basically kind of, you know, crap on stuff, or you want to cause some kind of controversy about stuff, you know what I mean? Like, burger. For me, you see what I do on the React show every week. You know, I give my honest opinions on things, and some people agree and some people disagree, but I'm not watching videos for the sake of trying to sensationalize or cause drama. I'm not overreacting to things like a lot of content creators tend to do. So right now, I would say my biggest struggle in all of my content is trying to make the React channel relevant. The one thing that's relevant is the weekly show, DSP versus the internet. But outside that, I don't have regular content for it. You know, last year, I tried putting out regular reviews, and essentially I didn't feel like it was worth the effort when I was putting out reviews that would get a few hundred videos or a few hundred views each, and no one really talked about them, and they weren't really in demand. Like, I can see myself doing seasonal reviews for like Halloween month. I'll probably do horror movies, and Christmas month I'll probably do Christmas related stuff. But outside of that, I don't see the point of like doing random reviews because I tried them and they didn't really catch on at all. I think the Fallout TV show is an exception. This is a game series that I have played all of the major releases in for the last 15 years. People like those playthroughs. You're probably going to like my opinion on the show, right? But outside of that, like me just reviewing a random show or a random movie, sadly, it just didn't seem like many people gave a crap. And again, for the amount of effort to schedule myself watching the movie and then figuring out a night when I have like an extra hour to 2 hours to film and upload and all that, it's an endeavor. And, you know, it just looked to me like doing more of what you want, like more gameplay, more chill streams, seems to benefit overall everyone than me just sitting around doing reviews and trying to cram them in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like right now, the React channel is the channel that's suffering the most. I don't do regular food vlogs. Every once in a while, I do one and I post it up over there. The tier maker stuff I like doing, but it seems like people can't really agree on what would be the good tier makers for me to do. I did a few of them last year. Some of them worked really well and some of them not so much. But if anyone has ideas for tier makers that you'd like to see me do on like a late night stream one night, just a random tier maker ranking, and we chill and we do it together, I'd be down for that. But outside of that, I'm just not sure what else you guys want on that channel. You know what I mean? Like right now, the channel, it's self-sufficient because of the memberships. I don't make ad revenue on the channel because all the videos get claimed from the React show. But the memberships keep it afloat. If that channel were to dwindle in memberships, sadly, it wouldn't be worth doing anymore. So I'm happy that I do have the level of support that I got over there. But, you know, I don't know what else to put on that channel to get people interested. I'm all ears when it comes to that, so please let me know. And let's try to figure that out, all right?
Begging me, bitch.
Now, the Throwback channel, all right, is doing decently for what it is, and the Throwback channel has more than enough consistent content, but it's hard to get people to catch on and watch the content when it's basically old playthroughs of mine. You know, who's going to be a fan of that? People who like classic stuff from 15 plus years ago, but it's not going to have any mainstream appeal at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I play a new game on this channel, it could have potential to bring in viewers. I don't think that
She's a big fucking bitch.
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat, who says, I'm going to try every possible style of live streaming and content and see what sticks and makes me dosh. That's essentially it. Like, he is doing the very content which he has ridiculed and mocked relentlessly back in the fucking day. He has fucking derided the content creators who would fucking sit there with fucking LEDs behind them and all that shit, you know what I mean, and lights behind them and have silly, you know, face cams on and all that shit. And he mocked these guys relentlessly back in the fucking day. And all the people that fucking do React content and fucking just pause and everything he has mocked about these other content creators, he has ended up fucking adopting himself eventually because he runs out of fucking ideas and runs out of fucking things to try and fucking do. And it's like the things he does, he must know it's not that fucking good. Like, he does a weekly fucking React show, it barely gets any fucking support. I mean, he does it once a week because it's easy mode content. Sundays are easy mode for him because it doesn't involve him playing a fucking game. It just involves him sitting in his fucking arse, barely fucking reacting to things while fucking staring at a fucking chat and trying to ban anyone that fucking criticises the content they're watching. It is absolutely Sundays are fucking, so basically it's his day off. It's like Sunday's like a fucking day off for him. It feels like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it doesn't, where's the effort? He's going to react to what he's fucking seen on screen, even if it doesn't. And even for the throwback shit, you know, about games he's fucking played before in the fucking past. What new thing is he going to fucking add to that? Look how awful, look how edgy I was back in the day. Good job I'm not controversial anymore, guys. Right? Fuck me, man. It's just, but whatever. Yeah, he is. It feels like for a while he's been circling the drain. You know, like in terms of like his successes or you know whatever. These last Hail Marys, like, you know, the throwback channels feels like a Hail Mary. So you know, solution to a problem, but it's not really a fucking solution. It's just fucking prolonging the fucking inevitable. Where he's fucking going to, you know, it's just going to have to fucking accept reality that he cannot sustain this. There's nothing like 3 fucking channels, and you got to be a member of each fucking channel. You got to contribute fucking, and not only that, you got to be ultra members in each fucking channel. And there's not even a fucking reason for being an ultra member in 2 of those fucking channels because there's no additional fucking perk to them. Like, he wants ultra members, even though nothing extra is gained on DSP Gaming or the throwback channel for being an ultra member. But he just wants you to be an ultra member anyway, just because he wants more money. It's like, the greed is unreal. The greed is so unreal.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I play a new game on this channel, it could have potential to bring in viewers. I don't think that me re-uploading lost playthroughs or remastered playthroughs from 15 years ago on that channel is going to bring in new viewers. It's just going to bring in legacy viewers, right? And I basically think that what will happen is over time, I'll build up a body of work on the throwback channel that people will want to go back and watch over and over, and it'll accumulate views over the years, and it'll become viable and profitable. Right now, this is the slow start. It started in January with only 2 playthroughs. You know, we were alternating between Final Fantasy 13 and Red Dead 1. And then we decided we wanted to do a react show once a week, which we started to do. The retro react show where I react to the old playthroughs. We started with Red Dead, then it was Dark Souls, then it went into Heavy Rain, then it went to Bully, and now it's The Walking Dead. And those shows do decently. And what I mean by that is the streams do pretty good for what they are, you know, and the video series do decently as well when it comes to following and views, but not amazing or anything like that. So I think the throwback channel is doing pretty good. And honestly, unless you guys have a big idea, like maybe you could come up with a big idea for something to do on that channel, a big event, a marathon or something like that. Like, what kind of thing would you like to see on the throwback channel in the future to help build the following of the channel? That's a good question, right?
And of course, once again, as always, as ever is the fucking case when it comes to fucking DSP, it's not going to be him coming up with a fucking idea. It's not going to be Phil Burnell that thinks to himself, what can I fucking do for my audience that they might want to fucking see? It's all about fucking just milking his own audience for ideas. It's like, well, when's the last time Phil came up with his own original fucking idea for anything? Phil fucking bitches and whines and moans about other fucking people milking him. Here's him milking his audience fucking dry. Not only for fucking contributions, not only for the fucking last dollar in their fucking pocket, but coming up for fucking ideas as well. Their own fucking imagination is getting fucking milked here on a regular basis for Phil to try and monetize. How much milking can his audience endure before his audience are fucking bled fucking dry? You know, it's from dollars in the fucking pocket to ideas in the fucking head. Phil will just want everything from them. What more can I fucking take from them? The shirt off their fucking back?
So, hey, I'm willing to talk about that and try to figure that out. Right now, the channel is working for what it is, and I think it's going to continue to build over time. It's a slow build, right? The cool thing is about that channel, we can do seasonal stuff. Like, for example, as we head into the fall season, I can pull stuff out. For example, the Undead Nightmare expansion for Red Dead 1 is super good, and we could do that for October. Like, that could be the playthrough that's getting uploaded there in October.
Who fucking cares?
I can react to it, right? So that's kind of neat that you could do that kind of seasonal stuff there. But we got to get to that point. So anyway, right now on that channel, if you're not aware, currently there's the continuation and home stretch of Final Fantasy 13, which is almost done by this point. It's getting there. Within the next month, it should conclude. But there's also Fallout 3, which just began. 3 parts are currently live. Part 4 is on deck to go live, I believe, tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. And now the editors have gotten the editing of those videos down to a science where it's not a huge ordeal anymore. To be honest, the first couple of parts were really rough. Like, I was told it was taking 6 to 8 hours to edit because they were taking the old 4:3 crooked camera angle.
Oh my fucking god. 6 to 8 hours to edit. That's essentially the equivalent of a fucking full day of work. So his dead heads basically fucking, you know, were like working a full day essentially, unpaid, to throw this fucking at Phil, and not get a single cent for it from Phil. Mr. fucking big time YouTuber who fucking makes 6 figures per year doesn't want to fucking throw his editors a fucking buck or two for all their hard working endeavours.
Fuzzy ass, terrible looking footage from my original Fallout 3 run. And they had to stretch that out to you know, a 1080p aspect ratio, upscale, add frames, make this stuff clear and, you know, so legible. Audio had to be scrubbed, so all this stuff. And once all that was done, it took forever, but now once you've done it once, you have a template. So now that template can be reused over and over. It makes it easier. So now, moving forward, the playthrough should be much easier to do. And so far, like, part 1 got really good views. Like, 1,000 views for part 1 of a legacy throwback playthrough is good. But the other parts are just meh. They're doing all right. They don't have 300 views yet. And I'm like, well, I hope people will catch on and start watching. I mean, now the Fallout TV show is out. Maybe people will want to watch a playthrough of Fallout 3. This is my classic one now remastered, right? So you can go give that a look. And then what we're doing is every Sunday night, we're doing a retro react stream of The Walking Dead, the Telltale game season 1.
Is it every Sunday night now, Phil? I thought it was going to be like once every other fucking week or some pish. All of a sudden, Phil has fucking got it penciled in, you know, for sure. Confirmed. Here to stay every single Sunday night.
Already did episode 1 and most of episode 2. Last night we got about 2.5 hours in episode 2. And the fun part about this is I don't remember it. Like, I don't remember much of this game. I remember like little snippets of it, but I don't really remember a lot of the big plot points and things that happen. So for me, it's actually interesting to see what's going on and the twists and everything. So I had a great time with it, and I can't wait for more. Like, every Sunday night, we're doing this on the Throwback channel. You can check out some of the videos right now. If you're a member over there, you can check out the archive stream. Give it a look. All right, but anyway.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Okay, so basically the React stuff is going decently. Is it blowing up? No, it's not. but I didn't expect it to, okay? The React channel itself needs more content, but I don't know what content to put on there. I've tried tier makers, I've tried reviews, I tried reacting to long-form events. Nothing really stuck. The only thing that really works is the DSP versus the Internet Weekly Show. All right, so outside of that, I would love to hear ideas of what you think should be on the React channel. In regards to the Throwback channel, it's doing well and it has tons of content. I'd like to hear what you would think would be a cool idea for maybe an event or a special on that channel that would drum up some more interest. Maybe we could do something like that in the next couple of months, you know, a special marathon or event that would, you know, get more people to check it out, right? Okay, so that was React Day yesterday. Today, we get back into the swing of things with gameplay. Let's talk about the schedule now. So today it's going to be Helldivers 2 continuing on this daytime stream. I continue to level up and do better every time that I play this game. I'm learning more about how to use the weapons and the stratagems. And I think at this point, I've leveled up to like I want to say I'm like level 11 or 12. And I think I hit,
who fucking cares?
Extreme difficulty. There was like hard, and then there was one above hard, and that's the one that I unlocked, and that's the one that I was playing on. Which gives you what, like 100% experience boost or something like that. So it's pretty good. I'm unlocking new weapons. I'm trying out different ones. I just got the auto cannon, which seems pretty strong, and I'm liking it. So looking forward to more of that today. It should be a solid 3-hour session of multiplayer. And what I really like about this is you guys who show up and help me out to understand the stuff in the game. Like without an audience to interact and be like, hey, try this stratagem. This is working, or this is how this mechanic works. It'll be more frustrating. But because you guys are here interacting with me, it makes it a lot more fun. So thanks for being here. Let's see how it goes. I hope we can keep Helldivers 2 in the rotation because I really like it, okay? Tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is the conclusion of Alone in the Dark. Yes, finally we're finishing the survival horror game.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to ES for the super chat too. Has an interesting take there. Almost like inflation is starting to affect him. I mean, the only thing inflation is affecting in that household is Cat's waistline. Inflation is not a fucking thing. Apparently it affects fucking Phil Burnell. He seems to be fucking shielded somehow from inflation. You know what I mean? Especially with fucking amount of spending it goes on and things like WWE champions. You tell this fucking guy that inflation's starting to impact him hard when he's fucking spending $708 in WWE champions over the course of the weekend there. Inflation, my arse. Phil still has no concept of what the word means. Phil thinks inflation means blowing up fucking balloons for a special fucking birthday event. But yeah, fuck me, man. I just like the whole world is going fucking mental right now, you know what I mean? Like fucking on like, and Phil Burnell is like, guys, I need more money. And it's like, yeah, the world's like fucking killing itself right now, you know what I mean? You got fucking, you know, crazy bastards just fucking trying to start wars and all that shit, and Phil's like, yeah, but more money now.
Which we've already seen one playthrough of, but we were doing the other side with Emily. The one negative bummer about this, I can't see the secret endings because I missed one collectible that is not obtainable after you miss it. So because of that, we just have to do the standard Emily ending. I'm like, ugh. The good news is, tonight, unlike the last two streams where I played with the Emily character,
the good news is we have our first bingo of the game because Phil said good news.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
I got our first bingo.
Tonight is all new content. All the stuff that's going to happen to Emily tonight, we have not seen yet in the Carnby side run, because this is where the game will differ and veer and have completely different plots and challenges and puzzles and content. So tonight, if you join me for that, it'll actually be a really fun conclusion stream. With
as compared to what? If you join me tonight, it'll actually be a really fun conclusion, as opposed to the boring shit people are fucking putting up with before. Guys, please join me tonight. It's actually fun for once, I promise.
Emily, so I hope you will join me tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time on this channel. Tomorrow, we're going to return. Well, hold on. Tomorrow, we're going to try something new on the first stream. We're going to try a new game called Harold Halibut, which is a claymation animation game. Now, I haven't really heard much about the game, except people are looking at it and saying, wow, it looks so weird. We'd like to see you try it. So we are. It is a Game Pass game, so I'm going to get it and I'm going to play it on the first stream tomorrow and see what it's all about. If it ends up being fun and interesting and exciting and, you know, something that you guys want more of, we'll put it in the schedule and we'll check it out. If it ends up being something that's so weird or just out of touch with anything that anyone would be interested in, then we never have to do it again. So I'm just doing it as a one-off. You guys have said, I wish you would do more kind of streams testing games and testing the waters. So that's what we're doing. We're going to see how this goes tomorrow and go from there. Okay? Now, tomorrow night on the late stream on Tuesday, it is the return of Street Fighter 6, and this is going to be a 100% Blanca stream. I'm going to try to get back to the
fucking bitch.
Thank you very much to Brightside Dylan for the super chat. It says, well, what's up, DSP Bingo? You, Phil, Aviga, and King Sly T should get together to play Smash Remix, a Smash 64 mod on a live stream. I mean, it's, I'm not sure if Phil would actually want us involved in that capacity. It doesn't seem to want to have any detractor content involved with him whatsoever. He seems to kind of fear us, kinda, you know what I mean? He seems to kind of be afraid of us. I don't know, you know what I mean? But yeah, Hey, I love multiplayer fucking games, you know what I mean? I'm all for it, you know what I mean? So yeah, if you can get Phil to agree to it, I'm sure that'd be fucking quality stuff indeed, man. But yeah, it's just getting Phil. I think Phil's gonna be the problem man to say yes to that.
Is the return of Street Fighter 6, and this is going to be a 100% Blanca stream. I'm going to try to get...
Are you going to do it in ranked, Phil? Are you going to be playing ranked mode, or are you still going to be a fucking bitch-ass pussy about it and fucking be afraid to fucking go into ranked because you're not fucking fully there yet and fully fucking... You're not shaking off the dust. Go on, Phil. Go on, Phil, please. Please try and justify you avoiding ranked.
Tuesday, it is the return of Street Fighter 6, and this is going to be a 100% Blanca stream. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things with, I think he's arguably my best character, Blanca. You know, we'll see how it goes. But I feel like I played the 1 hour with Blanca a week and a half ago, and it went decent, but I didn't give it enough time. So I feel like if I play more with him, I'll probably get back into the swing of things. And let's be honest, out of all the characters that I play with, Blanca is probably the best when it comes to how good he is in the game. Every other character I play with is like low tier. He's like mid tier. So at least I have a chance of winning against top tiers, right? So we'll see how that goes tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, the day stream will be more Elden Ring.
So he never said if he was doing casual or ranked mode. Quite interesting that Phil omitted that detail.
And basically, at this point, we have choices to make. The question is, where do I want to go in Elden Ring? Do I want to check out the Blood Lake and the Blood Palace and get to...
Oh my god, okay. Boss button ready. I'll tell you what, if Phil says boss 5 times, I got a free space, okay?
Or do I want to continue on with the frozen mountainside of the giants, take on the giant boss, and then go to Tremzula? Or... do we want to continue north in the frozen area to go to the Haley Tree? There's a bunch of stuff there I haven't done yet, and then get to the Haley Tree. You know, it's basically 3 options. And every option is viable, and every option is going to be challenging. None of those will be easy. So I guess it's a matter of, you know, what do you guys want to see next? And we'll make that decision on Wednesday's daytime stream. Okay? Now, Wednesday...
we only had one boss. I do apologize. There is only but one boss. I am being begged here by Morgana to, like, you know, scream or something. I'm not going to scream, but I will spam some random Scottish soundboard stuff.
Is there nothing on the internet that I won't masturbate to?
Okay, that's a bad start.
I mean, it's terrible. All these hands were all over the place. You were like a sweaty octopus trying to unhook a bra.
Alright, let me move on from the Scottish soundboard stuff and just stick to kind of some other things.
Make the bad man stop.
Alright, I know. Morgana, if this don't wake you up, nothing will.
Yes, get on with it!
Honestly, fuck man, if that doesn't wake you up, then there's no fucking helping you. I tried my best though. I did what I fucking could. But yeah, Phil, please get on with it.
Wednesday night is up in the air. And when I say that, I mean I have not locked any content into Wednesday night at all, for sure. What I'd like to do is test the waters with this new game tomorrow, this Harold Halibut, and see what it is. And if it's something that you guys like and you want more of, maybe we'll do it more on Wednesday night. If not, or maybe we just don't feel like doing it, maybe we could do something like the Battlefront Classic Collection as a one-off random stream, just to have some silly fun together on Wednesday night. Last time we played it, it ran like shit, but it was hilariously fun. We had a great time just...
Phil was given a lot of money for playing it last time round. I think Phil would rather have Battlefront because he knows it usually gets him money and gets him to wear a hat.
hanging out, remember?
Who fucking cares?
So, that's the streaming week. Keep in mind, next week, we'll keep going with all this regular stuff, but also next week there's a new game called Another Crab's Treasure coming out. And that game is basically like Dark Souls with crabs. So when that comes out, that's also a Game Pass game that will hit the rotation, and we'll try that out, and we'll go from there. All right, so anyway, interesting, good stuff coming up in the next week to 2 weeks, and I hope that you guys will check it all out. And I need feedback. You know, I need feedback on the React channel. I need feedback on the Throwback channel. What kind of content would you guys like to see on that channel? You know, right now, like I said, the React channel is the one that really is kind of stagnant with just the one show a week. At least on the Throwback channel, we got all kinds of content pumping out. But I need to know, what would you interest you? What do you want to see over there? What would you get you excited to watch and support those channels? Okay, so please
watch, and not just watch and support those channels. Like Phil just basically asking his audience, what's the best way I can get money from you fucking morons? It's just, the transparency is fucking gone. It's just him flat out asking, guys, what's the best way I can fucking, you know, lure those dollars out of your fucking pockets? Okay, what's the best ways I can fucking get that pocket money to see if you're mummy and daddy, so I can get it into my own fucking pockets instead?
share, shall we? All right, before we get to shoutouts and the like, I would like to talk in general about the Fallout TV show.
Fuck me. I'm going 1.5. I'm going 1.5 for him to talk about the fucking show.
Promise you, I'm not going to give you any kind of major spoilers or anything like that. I'm just going to talk in big generalities about the show. Okay, so first of all, the Fallout TV show is on Prime Video, so you have to be an Amazon Prime subscriber right now if you'd like to see it, unless you pirate the shit out of it, which I'm sure some people have done, but I do not condone nor recommend. Okay, It's 8 episodes, all of which are instantly available. With the way that Amazon does it with their shows, their entire season drops at once. They don't wait to space out one episode a week like these other
motherfucker. Well, I see why D-Dog warned me about incoming hat goal. Looks like somebody has thrown him a bunch of fucking money, because there is currently a hat poll being run right now on DSP Gaming. Wow, look at all the votes. Wow, he's almost got 50 votes. His channel's popping off. Hey, his votes went from 50 to 47. That's kind of straight. Yeah, fuck it, man. But yeah, almost 400 viewers, but he's struggling to fucking break triple digits for fucking votes. But I don't know. But yeah, Phil Burnell has been very well supported on the stream, it looks like, today so far. If that annoys you, then at least you've been warned ahead of time.
Streaming services do. And because of that, you can just binge it if you want. My wife and I have been watching it since Wednesday night when it came out. So we watched basically 1 or 2 episodes a night, depending on how much time we had. Last night, we weren't going to finish it, and we got so hooked on the end that we just kept watching. We were up late watching it. It was good, man. We were so happy we did, but tired of shit because we stayed up late to watch it. So it's definitely bingeable. Each episode weighs in at just over an hour. The first episode is the longest, which runs about an hour and a half, and all the other episodes are like an hour, an hour and 5 minutes, hour and 8 minutes, you know, somewhere around there. Now, wow, let me tell you. First of all, the cast for the show is super good, all right? And I'm not talking, oh, they got insane AAA actors from fucking movies and shit. But the cast that they got are people who are experienced, who are essentially really good character actors. Like a lot of these people you will recognize from other shows that you've probably seen, and maybe they've had great supporting roles, but maybe you've never seen them have a chance to really shine. I mean, just notably, obviously, the Ghoul is played by Walter Goggins, who's been in shows like Justified and other things before. I've seen him in other shows. This is, hands down, his best role I've ever seen. He's basically one of the leads of the show, and he does an insane job because he plays 2 characters. He plays the Ghoul in present day, but he also plays himself pre-Ghoul in the past. So you get to see 2 time periods in the Fallout TV show, and he does a great job in both. I think he might actually have the most screen time of anyone in the show because of this.
I'm surprised that fucking jumping back and forth in time didn't confuse your tiny fucking brain, because Phil has fucking complained in the past about TV shows that have fucking jumped all over the place when it came to fucking time frames. Like he has legitimately fucking complained about shows jumping from current day to past or whatever, because it actually fucking confused him and he wasn't sure when it was.
Also, there's other characters, like for example, one of the main character, well, not one of the main characters, but one of the characters who's one of the Vault Overseers is actually the guy who plays the main lead in the Twin Peaks TV show. I was blown away by that. I didn't even know he was on the show, and he ended up being a super prominent character. I was like, holy crap. You know, I love Twin Peaks. I haven't seen this guy in ages, and to see him on the show, like, whoa, that's neat. But that's all I don't want to spoil, because there's a lot of guest appearances and cameos in the show. There's characters who are on the show for 2 minutes. Like, why were they there? These are known actors, and they're there for 2 minutes just to be in the show. Maybe they're fans of Fallout. I don't know. But it was real. There's comedians from like SNL that are on this show. Yeah, no shit. I'm not kidding. Just for no reason, they're in it. I was like, what the hell? Let me just put it this way without spoiling. When you see who one of the Knights of the Brotherhood is, when he takes his helmet off, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why did they do that? It's hilariously cool, actually. I was like, what the? So anyway, with all this going on, great casting. And everyone, I feel like everyone did a good job. Maybe every once in a while, the acting's not 100% on par, but it's pretty darn good with the casting. The production values are great. They're not as good as an insanely high-budget movie. There's some things that do look kind of cheesy, but at the same time, for the most part, the production values are quite good. You know me, I'm very critical of CGI. I'm gonna be honest, one of the CGI creatures in the show, I don't like the looks of it all. I think that it kind of looks crappy. But it's a prominent creature in the show, and I was like, oh, I have so much screen time for this thing, I don't like it. It looks like shit. But outside of that, everything else was good. A lot of practical effects in the show, right? Which is really good. And just to forewarn everyone, it's very gory. It is very much in line with the spirit of playing the Fallout modern games, where everyone you shoot explodes and is gory. The show's like that, okay? A lot of adult content. Yes, there's some sexual content. It's not heavy, like there's no full-on sex scenes or anything like that, but there is some sexual content. But basically, let me put it this way, because I'm going to do a full review, and I don't want to spoil any specifics about the show. I haven't yet. I'm just talking in generalities, right? This show is basically exactly how I want every single video game adaptation to go from now on. Because right now, we're in a situation where all of these different directors and developers are trying to make video games into mainstream hits. They're trying to say, let's make a movie, let's make a TV show. And we've got series like The Last of Us and Halo that are really desperately trying to do it, and they are failing. But the funny part is, the shows are still successful. What it is these shows are appealing to an audience that don't know the source material and don't understand that the source material is far better than what they're watching on the shows. So they're watching mediocre shows and saying, oh, amazing. But in reality, if they actually fucking played the games, they'd be like, wait a minute, this is way better. You know what I'm saying? In this...
I don't know if I necessarily agree with Phil's take here. A TV show, first and foremost, has to be entertaining. Now, whether it fucking stays true to the fucking lore or not is another thing altogether. If you're a fan of that particular series, and the TV show is good, but it doesn't fucking stay true to the fucking lore, I can understand why it would piss you off, but it's like, can you detach yourself from being a fan of the show to enjoy the show for what it's worth? You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of things. Like, I don't know if I agree with Phil's take here. Like, Phil's like, oh, it must be fucking true to the source material, like, so much, but it must also be, I don't know. I guess it's subjective, of course. I mean, it's subjective. Some people will probably have their own takes, you know what I mean? But to me, I don't think it's necessarily the most important thing. It's about whether the show, like, I don't want to have to fucking know the lore of a show to enjoy a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Fallout TV series, for example, I think it'd be a good thing if you can just watch it without ever having played the games and know any of the fucking game experiences or whatever. If it's still a good entertaining show, if you've never played the games, then that makes it a good show, in my opinion. And it's not one of those things that's like, oh, it's inside jokes or whatever. It's only for those that know the game.
Case, the Fallout TV show is dead on exactly what I wanted from a TV show or a video game. Does it change things and take creative liberties? It does. But the things that it changes or has creative liberties with don't ruin the lore of the games. In fact, I'm going to say this, the final episode of this season is one of the best TV episodes of anything I've ever seen in my life. It is one of the...
Oh my God, what's up?
Mighty praise there from Phil there, mighty praise about the show there. Thank you to Barrett Wells for the super chat, who says, Phil doesn't understand the difference between remake and reboot and remaster. He was angry that Super Mario didn't follow a specific video game. Yeah, I mean, the most recent Mario movie, which was well received, and but Phil watched it with Kat and he didn't like it because it's so weird, man. Phil's a very hard person to please, really. You know what I mean? Like, he's usually quite contrarian. You know what I mean? Like, it's so, yeah. I've not seen the Mario movie yet, by the way. Who's popping? I've not seen it yet. But it's like Phil. It's rare to see Phil be so positive about like a TV show. It's rare to see him be this excited about it. You know, he seems genuinely happy to have watched this thing. Usually Phil's very nitpicky, usually he's very negative, usually he's complained about the CGI villain or some push, you know what I mean? He doesn't like the CGI. That's a fair complaint, I guess. But for the most part, he seems to really fucking love the show. He loved the story, he loved the fucking acting, he loved the cast. So it's a rare thing to see Phil be so positive about this fucking kind of thing. You know, which is it's weird to see him be... I'm just so used to him being a fucking negative prick about everything in fucking life, it feels like, you know. But here he is fucking, like, you know, waxing lyrical about this fucking TV series, and he's saying it's like one of the fucking best things he's watched, and, you know, like, what was that last thing he said there? What was the last thing he said there?
I wanted from a TV show or a video game. Does it change things and take creative liberties? It does. But the things that it changes or has creative liberties with don't ruin the lore of the games. In fact, I'm going to say this, the final episode of this season is one of the best TV episodes of anything I've ever seen in my life.
And he has watched over 40 years of television. This is somebody who fucking consumed television quite a lot as a fucking child. And here he is saying this, the final episode is probably one of the best things he's ever watched on television. Very high praise indeed from Phil Burnell. Very, very high praise. And Barry was saying, I think he's excited to curate some content towards it in the near future to try and ride the hype. It's quite possible. Phil has already told his audience he's planning to make some sort of big, massive react for the series in the next few days. So this could be Phil trying his best to get his audience, you know, invested in checking his react of it, his full in-depth react to it. It could just be Phil blowing smoke up people's arses just to try and get them engaged in his content he's preparing to make. That is a distinct possibility.
It is one of the best culminating episodes of any storyline ever. It is insanely well executed. The final scenes feel like it's the final room of a video game. With the way the plot unfolds and the combat, it's like, oh my god, this could have been the end of a climactic 80-hour gaming experience, this final moment right now, okay? And I want every show to try to live up to this, but I don't know if they will, you know? Now, for the record, no, the show does change things, and I think a lot of people have issue with that because they just want a show that's so in line in canon with the games. And by the way, for what I'm to understand, they are trying to say this is in line in canon with the games. But if that's the case, then some of the plot points of this show change the plot of the games in a dramatic way, and that's what I mean. I don't want to spoil here. I'm just talking in generalities, so I don't want to tell you any specifics. If you want to know specifics, I will talk about those in my full review of the series that I'll do for DSP Reacts in the next few days, okay? But when the show ended, my wife and I were excited. We were, like, energized, and we were like, holy shit. That was so good.
I'm so sorry, but whenever I fucking think of Phil and Kat being excited and energized, it's like, what then? They just like bounce off the fucking sofa together. It's like, honey, I'm so excited and energized. Honey, me too. Yeah, babe, me too. What should we do? Order DoorDash while I play Skyrim, bitch.
And it made us feel positive for the future. Because number one, this show is doing well, by the way, for the record. They're saying the views, like, it's really high rated on Prime Video right now, and the buzz is growing and more people are watching it. So it seems like a shoo-in that they're going to do a season 2. I think season 2 is going to be better than season 1. And again, I don't want to spoil why, but in that finale episode, it basically builds it up to be something so awesome that every single Fallout fan wants to see. And it seems like that's what season 2 is going to be.
I mean, it's a very dangerous thing to claim that. Like, the one very easy example I can give off the top of my head, Heroes. Season 1, wonderful fucking show. The first season of Heroes, fucking just beautiful to watch. So exciting, so engaging, just such a gripping fucking show. Everything after that, after the first season, fucking dumpster fire. Although obviously, that's not really the show to blame necessarily. It kind of coincided with a writer's strike and all that shit, you know what I mean? It was just unfortunate time in the grand scheme of things, but you get what I'm saying though. Exactly, it's the same kind of thing with Lost, D-Dog, you're right, see Lost. Very gripping show, but the ending, some people kind of think, what the fuck, you know, it's very weak ending.
So, wow, I'm excited, all right? So I strongly recommend that you check out the Fallout TV show. Like, it's probably one of my strongest recommendations I've ever given in any of my content in 16 years. It's that damn good. I think if you love Fallout, you're going to love the show. If you just love dramatic, dark shows, you're going to love the show. It's seriously good. But again, I can't really say any more than that, because if I do, I will literally spoil major plot points that I feel are interesting and contentious and, you know, but man, super duper good. And I hope that you guys will check it out, because I could not believe how good it was. All right. So that's all I have to say on for today. I will have way more to talk about, on the channel DSP Reacts later this week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Would people like it if they don't play video games? Yes, Cracker Jack. You want to know why? So this show basically has stuff in it that relates to the games and is Easter egg content for those who are fans of the game, but you wouldn't know it if you didn't play the games. I'll just give you an example I mentioned the other day. So in episode 2, there's a crazy shootout in a town. All right.
Spoilers.
And the shootout, as it's happening, actually has elements of VATS in it. Now, if you haven't played the game, you don't know what the hell VATS is. You wouldn't even understand what I'm talking about, right? But if you play the game, you know the VATS system. And basically, yeah, there's a shootout where, boom, someone fires a gun, and all of a sudden, the camera will zoom in on the bullet and follow the bullet as it goes across the town. Oh, and then boom, hit someone. Ah, explosion of gore. Just like...
I mean, Phil, we could fucking say it's a fucking Easter egg for fucking Sniper Elite. You know, this, like, Fallout did not create the fucking slow motion bullet going into some fucking person effect. That's not a fucking Fallout fucking exclusive. You know, what Phil described there is essentially Sniper Elite.
In VATS. And I was like, wow, the people who made this game the people who made this show love the games. You can absolutely tell that there is love and attention given to the show to make it have references to the games if you love the games. That's awesome. You understand? Like, that's instead of, oh, well, we have source material, we're just going to bastardize the fuck out of all of it to make a show because, you know, it's Hollywood and that's what we do. We just change it to be our own. I mean, they did change some things to make it their own, but it doesn't ruin the spirit of the source material. In fact, it expands upon it. And one thing I will say, man, what did they do in such a big deal that made it good? They didn't just take the story of Fallout 3, or Fallout New Vegas, or Fallout 4, or Fallout 76, or Fallout 1 or 2 for that matter, and just turn it into a TV show. It's its own story. And because it's its own story with its own original characters, you can't be upset that they ruined your favorite character for something else. You see? That's genius. Here's the problem with a show like The Last of Us. The Last of Us TV show is good only when it relies on the base source material from the games. In fact, those are the best parts of the show. Why? Because The Last of Us 1 is one of the best written video games of all time. So if you're adhering to that source material, you're enjoying it. The moment that it veers from the source material, the show falters. All the changes they made and stuff, it makes you upset. But the game is better. Why did they make this change, right? They don't do that in the Fallout show. They do.
Oh my God, what's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for a super chat who says, didn't Phil complain about his wedding date interfering with his Fallout 4 playthrough? Close. It wasn't his wedding day. Let me see if I can find something for you. Let me see if I can find it. It wasn't his wedding that Fallout 4 got in the way of. It was Liana's brother's wedding. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure there's a fucking video here. Yeah, here we go. Fish. Here's a video here. Here we go. So, a video here from James Lesser Express Lane. This is a video 4 years ago. And this is only a minute and a half long, so let's check out, shall we?
The game's coming out November 10th, 2015. Now, that's without if there's no delays, right? You know what I mean? If there's no delays. There may be delays. There's always potential. Oh, it's not ready. It gets delayed to a couple weeks. It gets delayed till December. It gets delayed till 2016. We don't know. Right now, the tentative date is November 10th, 2015. And I'm going to say this, even though it's really not. Unfortunately, that's bad timing for me. Because Leanna's brother, my girlfriend's brother, is getting married on November 14th in Pennsylvania. Which means around November 12th or 13th, we have to fly across the country to the East Coast to attend this wedding. And let me tell you, oh my God, this ridiculous stuff that people are making up. People think that, like, there's a wedding that I was supposed to go to. I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way.
By the way, this is not me. This is his pause.
But at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey,
What happened to the audio?
it was a slow day.
What happened to the audio? The audio for Chrome just died. What the fuck happened? Hold on.
The game's coming out November.
Shush. What happened to the fucking audio? That's such a strange fucking thing. The audio just died for Chrome there all of a sudden, just in the middle of the video. Or is it part of James's video? Oh, it was part of his fucking video. I got confused the crap out of me. No, so James had his fucking, so he had to mute part of his video. Fucking James, did you fucking explain that in the description? I don't know. You could have explained it in the description, you wee prick. There you go. Oh, for goodness sake. But yeah, Phil, so spoiler alert, Phil never went to Leanna's brother's wedding. And Phil's claiming that people were making up things about going to a wedding. So, who knows? Does he get unmuted here, or does it stay muted the whole time? Oh, I bet it stays muted the whole time. So yeah, Phil claimed he was going to go to a wedding, Leanna's brother's wedding, but lo and behold, they didn't go to it. Phil would years later try and insinuate that they couldn't go to the wedding because there was threat of it being swatted. But there's no evidence of that whatsoever. Nothing was ever. That was just Phil saying that. And it's hard to fucking also take his word as fucking being gospel or whatever, you know what I mean? So who knows? But yeah, it's such a weird fucking thing. So he goes from telling his audience that, you know, we got his wedding to go to, Leanna's brother's getting married, not shit. And Leanna was really looking forward to it as well, and she couldn't go to her own brother's wedding because Phil had to play Fallout 4. At least that's the conclusion fucking detractors came to. But Phil, years down the line, tried to claim that there was like some sort of like detractor swatting possibility or something.
Changes they made and stuff, it makes you upset. But the game is better. Why did they make this change, right? They don't do that in the Fallout show. They do their own story, and because of that, you can enjoy it for what it is and not have to worry that they've ruined everything that you all love, you know? So there you go. All right, cool. So, full review coming. The next few days, that's it. I'm not gonna keep going, because I keep going, I'll end up spoiling too much. I've only told you generalities. Thankfully, I haven't spoiled any plot points or anything. I can't wait to talk about the plot points in the full review coming in a few days. But as you can see, I'm excited. I'm animated over this. The show is so good that I cannot wait for a season. I hope this show gets 8 seasons. Seriously, I do. I hope it does. Okay. All right, cool. I think now what we will do, we'll begin with shoutouts. We'll see how it goes. We'll see where the shoutouts take us. All right, and then if we run out of things, maybe we'll do either Q&A or suggestion box or whatever. But I have a few shout-outs to do before we begin, so I'd like to do those first, and then see where the show goes, okay? Okay, so, let's start off with BB Phil doing a super chat. First super chat of the day. He said, I vote for you watching a Super Smash Brothers documentary. As a long-form react, it showcases the old-school grassroots tournament scene. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what documentary you're speaking of, because I don't follow the Smash scene at all, so I wouldn't even know what's out there as content about that scene. But thank you for the suggestion, but a lot of people are saying no. No. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, to start today's tipping.
To start today's tipping, looking like he expects to get a whole lot fucking more afterwards. He's never happy just to fucking receive, anything that. He's always got to expect more, in demand more, to start today's tipping. Just be happy for anything you fucking get, you dick.
I received an overnight $100,000. I'm just kidding. $100 tip. I received a $100 tip overnight. So I'd like to shout that out. Get on the leaderboard.
I love how even $100 is a lot of fucking money to give him one fucking go. But because it's not enough for him, it's like I've got to fucking make it sound even bigger and more ridiculous than ever. $100 overnight. If I woke up tomorrow and I got an extra fucking 100, I'd be like, wow, that's a fucking incredible way to start a day. I don't know. So I'm going to do I shout overnight tips too. And this is a point where I'd shout out all my overnight tips. If I had any. If I ever get contributions off stream, and then yes, I would usually give attention to that. But it doesn't really happen, and I don't expect it to happen because that would be kind of, and it's not expected and it's not needed. Edison says, can I tip you free? Go for it, yeah. I would recommend, if you're going to tip, do it on stream so the text-to-speech reads out your tip. I do. Remember, tips get read out with a text-to-speech. That way people can understand the words that are being said, rather than me butchering it, because I can't be understood properly because I'm Scottish.
Read the message. Respond to the message. Okay? It is from Harry Butthole.
Hold on, Phil. You banned somebody the other day for having a name that was like fucking scat related. And yet, you're happy to receive money from this user. The only reason Phil isn't, if this person tipped $1, they would be getting banned. Because of the $100, Phil's like, wow, here, please, Harry Butthole, please stay more and keep tipping me more.
Well, yes, it is from Harry Butthole. There you go. I definitely like how people protect their identities here when they contribute to my streams with some creative names. So Harry Butthole, thanks very much for a $100 tip to start today. Let's read it out, respond, then we'll worry about reward tiers and stuff, but let's see what he has to say. Hey Phil, Harry Butthole here. I'm sorry for not tipping much lately. You never have to be sorry for not contributing to my streams. That's absolutely...
Phil, your audience are basically trained by you to apologise anytime they've not given you money lately. You guilt trip them on a fucking daily basis, Phil. This is why your audience are constantly fucking apologising to you. Why do you think you always have to fucking, say you're sorry? Because they feel compelled to apologise for how you make them feel when support is slow. What? It's like, why do you think so many of them fucking all say sorry for not supporting lately? This is how you have fucking got them acting.
Absolutely ridiculous, but hey, thank you for the contribution. Money's been tight.
Contribution said.
Burger.
Hey. So the guy gave him $100, and then at the start of the message, money's been tight. Aye, sure it's been fucking tight, Timbo.
Tipping much lately. You never have to be sorry for not contributing to my streams. That's absolutely ridiculous, but hey, thank you for the contribution. Money's been tight. I haven't had much time to watch YouTube. My schedule has finally freed up a little, and I just finished watching your Heavy Rain throwback now, so I guess it's the retro react, and now I'm starting your Walking Dead throwback from last week. These are some of my favorite playthroughs of yours, and I think narrative games like this are where your style shines the most. Well, here's the thing. Back then it did. Those games ended up kind of, sadly, getting played out, right? What happened was Telltale made too much. It overflooded the market. When you have Walking Dead, and not even Walking Dead, but multiple Walking Dead games this season's going on at once. Tales from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones, multiple Batman games, right? And that's just a few. Guardians of the Galaxy, right? They had like so many properties going on at once that I feel like it really did flood the market with that style of game to the point where they just didn't feel that special anymore, and that's why they stopped selling. Like when it was funny, when they had Walking Dead and maybe one other game, everything did good. Like it was Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, right? They were giant sellers, and then the sales just kept declining as they flooded the market with more of the same style of game. Kind of reminds me of back in the day with the whole Guitar Hero Rock Band, craze, where at first there was just Guitar Hero and just Rock Band, so they're two games, and they would have numbered iterations, and they did fine, and everyone ran out and bought the instruments and stuff. But then, what ended up happening was, they flooded too much. Now you had, Rock Band Beatles and Guitar Hero Kiss. It was like, wait, that's stupid. That's, I'm not gonna buy a whole game just for 10 songs, and they flooded the market so much with this content, it just died overnight. It was like, forget it. Everyone just kind of gave up and stopped playing those games and buying them, and those entire companies went out of business, So,
Phil just said business and snorted again. By the way, we have 2 free spaces thanks to snorts alone.
Burger.
And also business was said. So right off the bat, we have 2 free spaces because Phil's been snorting up a storm.
That's what happened with Telltale, and it's sad because I do feel like when those games were the most prominent, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, like that 4-year span, yeah, people loved watching me play those kind of games and do my commentary on them. They thought it was amazing. But then what happened was they got played out. So after a while, when I went to play one, people were like, meh, don't really care. and ended up being some of the least watched stuff that I get. So, yeah, a symptom of their own success and oversaturation leading to their eventual collapse. Anyway, let's continue. I hope you and Kat are doing great. P.S. I hope Kat feels better soon and has time to de-stress. Stress is a killer, as I'm sure you know. I love your co-op content with her, especially, well, excuse me, despite how little of it that there is right now. You guys make a cute couple. It's nice to see you happy. Thanks for all the years of content. You're always been my favorite gaming YouTuber, and I don't see that changing. Thank you very much, Harry Butthole. And thank you for understanding the fact that if we're going to do co-op, we want to do it at a time when we know it's going to be fun. What's the point of us sitting down to do a co-op playthrough if we're stressed out? You know what I'm saying? I can tell. I'm so happy we did not do the co-op on Saturday night because I feel like it wouldn't have been that good. Because of the situation and what was going on there with my wife being so stressed out with everything going on with her work and everything. So
it wasn't a work that was stressed out, it was you fucking not doing anything fucking around the house. You refusing to do a single fucking chore around the house. You refusing to fucking do the laundry or fucking cook dinner once in a fucking while or do the fucking dishes. No. All that was fucking left on Kat to fucking do. For some fucking reason, Phil's exempt from doing any fucking chores also fucking ever, even though she's always in the fucking house. And so the pressure's on fucking Kat to try and get everything, catch up and everything, even though they had a day off on Thursday, because they also have a fucking day off on Thursday. But, you know, for their... Kat, so basically this is Phil confirming, it seems, that Kat never usually goes out with him on a day off. Most days off these two fucking have, it's really Phil's day off, and he's the one that goes out himself to run fucking errands, and Kat stays fucking home and plays Skyrim and looks after Jasper. And she might, just as she's feeling fucking frisky, she might just fucking do the laundry and get her head started on that shit. But fuck me, man. Like, Phil, you need to fucking day more in the fucking house, for fuck's sake.
but don't worry, it's coming, and we will get back into the swing of things with everything, you know, less stressful and normal, and we will do that playthrough. Promise you, okay? So, with that one single tip, we have already qualified for multiple tiers of rewards. What I will do is I'll put on the gunner glasses, although I'll be honest with you guys, I think the gunner glasses work well for gameplay. I don't think they work well for this kind of podcast or vlog content because they reflect the ring light back at you, and it's very obnoxious in my opinion. So you guys let me know what you think. If you don't like this, I can take them off and put them back on for the gameplay. I don't want to put them on and be bothering you guys with reflections off my eyes, okay? Let me know in the chat. But anyway, also, we're going to have a hat today. But I guess the question is, what hat, right? And I've been wearing the M. Bison hat for Helldivers, but
fucking
I kind of
inflatable fucking
crown.
Like,
I don't want to wear it again. I'm trying to think, like, what kind of hat should I wear? Let's do a poll.
By the way, he's not said the word goal yet. So I'm waiting for him to say the word fucking goal. I know he's hit the hat goal, but he hasn't said the word goal. So until he does, I can't take that bastard thing off.
Which hat is Helldivers best?
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
Cowboy hat? I want a cowboy
fucking
hat.
inflatable
the red
fucking
fedora,
crown.
which everyone seems to love these days
fucking
for some reason.
inflatable
or
fucking
Los Santos?
crown.
Okay, Los Santos for democracy.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
So go ahead and vote in those hats. Let's see what hat we have for today. And of course, if we hit the tier 3 tips goal later, I guess I'll be wearing a vest.
There we go. Tier 3 tips goal.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
So he got $100 sent to him overnight, okay? 1 Minute Man is going to come cruising in with at least 20 odd buckaroos as well. So he's fully expectant and fucking hopeful he's going to get the full fucking Holy Trinity, the fucking trifecta completed, and he's going to get to wear a fucking vest. He's fully expecting of it, you know what I mean? And he's fucking priming his audience to fucking make sure they haven't forgotten that simple fact that if he gets a few more dollars away from wearing a fucking vest.
So go ahead and vote in those hats. Let's see what hat we have for today. And of course, if we hit the tier 3 tips goal later, I guess I'll be wearing a vest over my shirt, which is going to look really stupid, but whatever. All right, continuing on, and thank you so much to Harry Butthole. Very good start to the day there with that contribution. I appreciate that. Okay, I received a $10 tip. Hold on. It is from BB Phil. So thank you, BB Phil. Let's see what BB Phil has to say today. He says, have you ever done in-person events where people can hug you and get your autograph, or is that kind of...
Oh my god. People can hug you? Oh my fucking god. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that person's an actual fucking fan. BB Phil has given Phil quite a lot of money if they're a fucking troll being a fucking weirdo just to try and freak Phil the fuck out. What the fuck, man? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, poor BB Phil just wants a hug. Fuck me, man. I'm going to find it and I'm going to play it out full context, but that just caught me so off guard.
It is from BB Phil. Thank you, BB Phil. Let's see what BB Phil has to say today. He says, have you ever done in-person events where people can hug you and get your autograph, or is that kind of stuff not possible because of your special situation with people trying to disrupt the event and even trying to inflict bodily harm on you? Oh my gosh. I think pictures of you hugging people and laughing with them sends a positive message to your haters and the world as a whole. Oh my god. All right.
So Phil has done in real life events before, you know what I mean? He's been to conventions before, you know, he's had his own panels before, and yes, he's had pictures with fans before. That's a genuine thing that's happened back in the fucking day. You know, and so, yeah, I mean, Phil used to fucking do it back in the fucking day. That used to be a fucking thing where, you know, before the internet hated him, I guess, you know, he actually was, you know, he done those things. But these days he can't do it because of, you know, and by the way, inflicted bodily harm is a wee kind of funny thing. Phil has openly stated on his own content that he is terrified of going to conventions in case Evil AJ is there, and Evil AJ would hurt him. Specifically Evil AJ. Not anyone else, it was specifically Evil AJ. Phil genuinely feared Evil AJ would fucking turn up, and he thought the guy was so out of his fucking mind to try and hurt him. And the white coats that you come and get him, the fucking good old white coats coat.
So I guess I gotta go through my history now. So, as you know, I've been a content creator for 16 years.
Oh God,
alright?
no.
In my early days as a creator, I don't think anyone cared enough, or I didn't care enough, that I would ever think that anyone would want to come meet me in person. But it ended up...
That's a bullshit though. You know that's not true because you fucking done his events and fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, and Colleen says, didn't he freak out when someone said they were in Renton and wanted to meet him like last year? That wasn't even last year. I think it was earlier on this year. You know, it was like some apparent fans like, hey Phil, I'm in Renton this week, you know, you want to do something? And Phil's like, you stay the fuck away from me. I don't know you. Which is, to be fair to Phil, that is the appropriate response for a content creator. And I don't know, it doesn't matter if it's a fucking fan, a diehard fan or whatever. If someone just turns up at the fucking blue without your knowledge and is saying, hey Phil, let's do something, that's like that's like fucking red flags. That's like, you know, thanks but no thanks territory.
What happening was, I'd say probably around the year 2011, that desire started to spread. People started to say, hey, are you ever going to go out to a convention or a tournament or somewhere where we can meet you and interact with you? And I remember at one point, I went to a Street Fighter tournament, because, you know, Street Fighter 4 was still quite big back then. And when I went, I mean, I had no intention of meeting with fans or anything like that. I was just there to play in the tournament and do some videos and have a good time. Some fans came up to me and were like, hey, you know, it's nice that we're meeting you here. We're here because we heard you were going to the tournament. We wanted to meet you. And they had me autograph a few things. Like, I think one of them had me sign their game, one of the games that I had played, and they loved my playthrough. Another one had me sign like a notebook, and they gave me like gifts, you know?
And this hot chick turned up and she made me sign her boobs.
No exaggeration, you may not be aware of this. Do you see this Sonic the Hedgehog figure behind me?
No exaggeration, we have it on a board and we're going to take it off.
Burger.
Hooray! We are 4 away. We are 4 away from a full house because we have 2 free spaces so far. We need Phil to say, that being said, detractor or trolls on demand, necessarily, nonsense, and him to discuss the weather in some capacity.
That was given to me by a fan at a tournament. They just said, hey, this is something, you know, I love you did some Sonic content, and you know, I wanted to give you a little thing, something. I was like, wow. And so here it is, arguably 12, 13 years later, and I have the Sonic figure here in my content, you know.
Barrett Wells has linked me something from Twitter. Hold on a second. And yeah, Meester, I was kidding on about that. I was kidding on about Phil signing boobs. I think Phil's too scared of boobs. But yeah, that being said, posted this picture up. They posted this on Twitter last week, being very normal at SGC 2013. A person taking the picture was not didn't have a steadiest of hands, I guess. I love the photo bomb in the background. I want to be a part of this too. I want to be part of the social circle right here. They're here as friends, and I don't have. It's such a weird photo bomb, just in the background there. Oh fuck me, man. But Jesus, man. Oh my God, RM. I mean, it's. You said it. You said it, RM. Not me. You said it. I'm just gonna let that sink in. Just let that fester just for a little bit. RM is I can't believe you said that, but I highly approve. Good one. But yeah, that being said, posted this like last week, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'll say, fucking Alt Insiders always fucking looking up this thing, these like older things for his WPIG, fucking, what do they call Dead Sea Scrolls? The Dead Sea Scrolls kind of streams he does, you know what I mean? And there we go. But yeah, there we go. There's a blast in the past where Phil went to a convention and fucking had people want to take pictures with him and all that shit. Any updates from TJ from what he's posted before, or is it 708 still? 708 bucks is the last one. Also, what's all his notifications? Oh, Steve dead. There we go. And then user, there we go. I'm just checking my. Don't mind me. I'm just checking my fucking Twitter notifications. You know what I mean? I'm just fucking derailing the entire fucking thing. But there you go. So yeah, Phil, Phil back in the day was popular enough to not only go to conventions but get recognised at conventions and get photos taken.
No, because hey, I remember, I keep that stuff. It means a lot to me. I mean, I still got a mug downstairs that looks like an E-Tank from Mega Man that was given to me by a fan over a decade ago, and I use it regularly. That's one of my coffee mugs that I use all the time, right? I love that kind of stuff, and I'm so appreciative of that over the years. So anyway, after that, I remember returning from that tournament and telling the story in my content, saying, "Wow, it was really nice that a couple people came up to me at this event and said hello and gave me a gift." And people were like, "Well, yeah, well, you know, we really like you. We want to meet you. We want to do that." I was like, "Really?" So I remember I went to Connecticut, which was a convention in Connecticut. And I went to that, and people came out to meet me and stuff. And after that, people were like, "Well, you know, you're popular enough. Why don't you actually, like be like a guest at a gaming convention?"
But remember, guys, he's just some little rinky-dink YouTuber who means small potatoes in the grand scheme of things. I love how Phil can transition from day after day. One day, he's a small, tiny little YouTuber who doesn't mean anything. And the next day, he's like, I was so fucking popular that people were fucking wanting to come to conventions just to meet me and all that shit. And I'm the originator of Let's Plays, and I began YouTube Shorts, and I invented the fucking wheel.
And I was like, would there really be demand for that? And the first time that I ever attempted to do this, it was a huge disaster. So I was supposed to go to this event called Too Many Games in, man, I can't remember where it was. Was it Philadelphia or something like that? I think it was something like that. So I was big enough at the time that I was going to be one of the two featured guests at the event. It was going to be me and the Angry Video Game Nerd were the two featured guests at this event. Okay, so I'm going to have a panel. I'm going to have a booth where people I can sign stuff. We go to this event. It's one of the biggest traffic jams in the East Coast history at the time. No exaggeration. It was supposed to take like 2 hours to get there. We were on the road for 7 hours. Bumper to bumper traffic. There was multiple accidents on the highway at that time, and it was a nightmare. We ended up getting there so late that the panel was already over with. Like, we missed the panel. We missed everything. It really sucked. But some fans stayed late just to meet with us anyway. And it was really nice of them to do that. But it was really disappointing because, you know, we had wanted to be there for the fans and do special stuff, and we showed up super duper late. So then what ended up happening was I went to 2 different gaming conventions. One was MagFest, and one was the next year's Too Many Games. And at those, it went well. I had a panel where people showed up. They really were interested in hearing about me and my content and asking me questions. And John Rambo and my other friends were there with me to answer questions about our content and stuff like that. Had a booth where people lined up for autographs and or for me to sign, you know, merchandise or documents and stuff like that. And it worked out well. 2 different conventions, basically, I went to where people really were interested in doing that. Yes, I took photos with people and stuff like that. And by the way, for the record, I never charged for any of it. While other people tend to charge for autographs and shit, I didn't do that at all. I said, I'm not important. I don't know why people think that you should pay for someone's autograph like a celebrity. That's ridiculous. I would never do that. Phil,
you charge people $50 just to wear glasses. You charge people $100 to wear a fucking hat. You charge people $150 to fucking wear a fucking vest. You charge your fucking patrons $50 fucking dollars to fucking have a 20-minute react video about whatever they fucking want. You fucking put games on hold unless they fucking get money. Final Fantasy VII's fucking called is wondering why you stopped playing your fucking touted Game of the Year. Oh, because contributions were fucking slow and your audience weren't engaged enough in the fucking game. Sea of Stars fucking called, Phil. Why the fuck are you not playing that game? Because the audience wasn't engaged enough and you didn't get enough money playing the fucking game. If Phil used to never be about the fucking money, then by God, he sure as shit is about the money these days.
Just come and get everything for free, which everybody did, okay? So, I did that for a couple of conventions. The last convention where I ever did anything like that was Screwtack Gaming Convention in 2013, okay? Get Jasper Kitty off my lap now, because he's being silly. And in that one, not only did I have a booth where people could meet me, and you know, I think I had a panel. I can't even remember, but I also entered something called the Iron Man of Gaming competition, and I got to the finals, the top like 8 or 10 who played on stage at the end. So that was really cool. But after that, after 2013, a couple of things happened. Okay, first thing was I was planning to move out of Connecticut. So instead of me being focused on I'm going to spend my money traveling and doing all this stuff, I decided to save up my money and to essentially try to make it so that I was going to move across the country to a different place. And when I did that, you know, that was my focus. So I wasn't going to spend time, you know, traveling and doing stuff like that when I was saving my money for a big move. Okay, that was number one. Number two, all right, basically my popularity, this is when it started to wane around that 2014 2015 period. This is when This Is How You Don't Play blew up in popularity. This is when the internet started being very toxic towards me, and because of that, I kind of felt like that was the turning point. Like, there was a time prominent in 2011 12 13 where I was popular enough that people would come out and meet me and want to do stuff at events. But after that, it just seemed like when I moved across the country here 10 years ago, that was it. Like, that was the big thing that everyone just started to hate me. And again, it was weird because it wasn't that I changed my attitude, I changed my content or anything like that. I was the same guy, but all of a sudden everyone hated me. Like, so let me get this straight. From 2008 to 2013, I could do the same thing and everyone loves me. All of a sudden, 2014 hits, now the whole internet hates me. But I haven't changed. So what did? Right?
I love it when Phil claims he's never fucking changed. I love it. Because he on these throwback streams, you'll fucking hear him say how much he's fucking changed over the fucking years and the things he fucking said and done back in the fucking day. But here he is today saying, guys, I never fucking changed. Why do you hate me? I've been the same guy I've always fucking been. He is so inconsistent. My take, so I wasn't around for Phil's fucking golden era of being super popular. I was never a fan of Phil, you know what I mean? I found out about him when, after This Is How You Don't Play was made. But I'm going to have a guess here. I'm going to have some, armchair psychologist fucking guess here, you know what I mean? Where I'm going to say, his popularity, because it was popular at some point in time, that cannot be denied. His popularity got to his fucking head. And he genuinely thought that it would remain and that he deserved it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's all very well, being like, the up and coming YouTuber trying your best to fucking get on by. But when he had all these fucking random people like, turn up to conventions and fucking, we want to see you, Phil, and we want to go to conventions, we're going to stay hours and travel hours to fucking see you. You know what I mean? We're only here to see you, we're fucking traveling and all that shit. That shit, I think, got to his head and he got into his head and fed his ego massively. And it never really went away. So he fucking had a far higher opinion of himself than he had before. And that probably persisted the entire time, to current day.
This is culture. The culture of the internet changed. And it made a lot of things change for the worse, in my opinion. Everyone was into people now who had high production value, who did cross collaborations, who kissed butt in the industry to get free games early. All the stuff that I didn't stand for. I was always the kind of guy that was just me and my very close knit friend group doing content, having fun. That's all it was about. It was about guys having fun with games. It wasn't about this is a product to be manufactured, polished, and pushed out on YouTube for popularity.
Project 7? Anyone? Project 7?
Purposes or any intention of blowing up in popularity and making money. It was just supposed to be for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? And it just changed. It really did. The whole industry on YouTube change. But I didn't, because I stayed true to myself. I definitely became the laughing stock whipping boy meme of the internet. Oh, this guy who's a dinosaur and won't change and he sucks at games and he makes fun of game devs and he sucks and fuck him, But again, I was exactly the same dude. Like, I was literally the same guy. Nothing had changed. The things that made me popular for 5 years and now were making me the butt of the joke of the internet. Okay? Anyway, at that point, when I moved, that was it. So I just stopped traveling. I stopped going to conventions. I stopped anything. In truth, the real reason was I couldn't afford it. When I moved, I basically put myself into a financial hole. I overspent on the move and to furnish this house and things like that. And I had a giant hit to my income within the first year of living here. My income was up here, and then with copyright strikes and all this negative attention, my income went from up here to like here, like halved. And when my income got halved, it was like, now I'm fucked. Now I'm in such a financial hole, just trying to make ends meet.
So that's a very, I'm sorry for pausing all the time. My income halved. Phil actually saying that is fascinating to me, because we know for a goddamn fact that in some of these years, when you go to the bank leaks, for example, if you count up Phil's fucking income that he received from, we'll just sort this from fucking Z to A. Actually, we'll sort this column. We'll sort this fucking column like A to Z. Fucking shout out to Alberto Jr.'s Mexican food. But never mind all the Apple iTunes stuff. Oh fuck me, I really should have went from A to Z. Oh, so many Apple iTunes. But we'll only looking at Twitch, okay, and YouTube. So this is YouTube here, okay? And okay, I shouldn't tick those two. Where's Twitch? Where is Twitch? Give me a second. I'll see. Hold on. Are just gonna be random credits? Oh, the random fucking credits, motherfucker. Fuck me, man. I fucking made a pig's arse of this. What am I fucking doing? I can go to fucking net analysis, net revenue. I forgot about this fucking section in the fucking thing. So let me so hold on. We know Phil's finances based on the bank leak information. And here's a full year right here. Almost. Well, yeah, this is a full year. YouTube combined Patreon tips. And it tells you over here as well, you know what I mean, the fucking income at the top here. You tips, Patreon, YouTube revenue and all that shit, you know what I mean, you got all this crap as well. So Phil was making 6 figures, okay? In 2020 time, whatever, you know what I mean? And he says his income halved, okay? So Phil was admitting that he used to get over $200,000 before his move per year. If he's saying his income halved, and so yeah, I've tried to work out his revenue before. You know what I mean? I've tried to work out. He's always kind of hinted at how much he made back in the fucking day. I'm down a 6th of my income. I'm down a 7th of my income. I'm down an 8th. I make 1/8 I used to fucking make. Phil has said these things back in the fucking day. It's kind of all kind of, you know, caught my attention into kind of thinking what the fuck, you know, he could really mean by that and all that shit, you know what I mean? Fuck me, man. Can we remove this fucking filter? There you go. So, yeah, we can use this fucking data here as well, you know what I mean? From a period, okay, so here we go. The grand total. Well, that's just what he's fucking spending. What am I fucking talking about? But yeah, that's what he fucking spent. You get what I'm saying, though. It's funny to me, and it's interesting to me that Phil finally admitted that he actually fucking made over $200,000 a year before he fucking moved to renting. When he was in that little condo in Connecticut where he fucking hated it and all that shit, you know what I mean? And it was always cold and all that crap, and he was surrounded by his friends who he didn't fucking really like or whatever. And yeah, he was making $200,000 plus a year, and then his income halved because he moved to rent and he got himself fucking bankrupt because he overspent the fucking move. Fuck me, man. It's just, how can somebody with that amount of income just blow it all that easily? He should have been it blows my mind. It just blows my goddamn mind. I need to hear it one more time. Also, holy crap, hold on. Can I get a good frame? Can I get a good frame? That might be a good frame. That right there. This is the best I can do. Hold on. I interrupted my financial style rant because Phil made a funny face. Give me a second. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. Jesus Christ. How do I find these? I don't understand. Oh, it's gone a bit weird. I removed the chair as well, but I guess that works. I'll throw that in the members Discord and everything else. All that signed. The members Discord. There we go. I'm going to include the original image as well, in case, you know, people would rather have like the whole image and do whatever. Because Phil's arm looks dented as things stand. Also, Taco's made us.
My stream is my place of business. The company's name is Brunel Productions. Is internet
Kind of a big deal. People know me. Fucking hell, Taco's Right, okay. Let's just crack on and go. Sorry for the derailment, but Phil saying that he used to make $200K a year caught my attention.
Halved. And when my income got halved, it was like, now I'm fucked. Now I'm in such a financial hole, just trying to make ends meet. And I was like that for a long time. I was stuck in that rut for about 5+ years, you know? It is what it is. That's life, right? But that's water under the bridge at this point. But yeah, at that point, I stopped doing any kind of in-person events whatsoever, and I haven't done one since. In reality, today, if I were to try to do something like that, no convention would want me. 0 conventions would ever want me as a guest. I'm too small time. I'm too negative, right? Like, no one would want to be associated with a guy who gets constant stalked, harassed, trolls on the internet, right? No one. It sucks, because back then it was the opposite. Everyone liked me and my content, and now today, I have a small group of people who like my content, and a large group of basically life losers who just want to crap on me constantly, and they would probably try to fuck with it. Like, honestly, even if a convention were trying to have me in a positive light, you'd probably have a bunch of toxic shitheads who try to go and ruin it, say fucked up, awful things, you know, ruin it for everyone who's trying to be a positive person, you know? Do I think that someone would try to attack me? No. No one's going to do that. These kind of people are antisocial losers. They sit in fucking their homes and do things behind their computer. They don't come out in person to do shit, all right? They don't. They're fucking idiots. So, no, they're not going to come out and try to murder me at a convention. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, okay? But they absolutely would try to do dumb shit. So, you know, that's it. Like, what can I say? I won't know. I'm probably never going to have any event where I meet up with fans and we shake hands and take pictures and autographs ever again. I don't think so.
He didn't want to shake your hand, Phil. He wanted a hug.
To be honest, I'm just in a different place in my life. When I was younger, and I was in those early days of YouTube, you know, I was free to kind of do whatever I wanted. I didn't have a family or anything, and I was like, well, I got all this time. What do I want to do? Let's go to a convention and vlog it. Let's do this and that. Today, I don't have enough time to spend with my family as it is. Like, I wish I had more time to spend with my wife and Jasper Kitty here and everyone. I don't. I'm in this office 6 days a week, full-time working, just to make ends meet. So I can't take days off to go to a convention and meet fans and do autographs and things like that. You know what I'm saying? There you go. All right. So there you go. That's the honest answer. Okay. All right. Let's see here.
I don't know if I would call it an honest answer, Phil, but it's an answer anyway.
Agent Coop became a member this morning. Thank you so much to Agent Coop. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see here. Oh, excuse me. A giant belch. I'm sorry about that. That was really disgusting. All right. Well, I think that, yes, for now, I'm just double checking because I'm trying to load. As I said, sometimes some of these pages don't load. Okay. As of now, I've covered all contributions and shoutouts. Okay. So there you go.
But where is 1 Minute Man? 1 Minute Man, where art thou?
Okay. So, let's see. Jade says, I don't like Helldivers 2. I feel watch SW. Oh, he says, I would like to watch Star Wars Battlefront. I'll see you tonight. Okay. Tonight is Alone in the Dark's conclusion. I'll see you then, Jade. And yes, maybe we will play Battlefront later in the week. We'll see. Maybe I'll play that on Wednesday night. It's on the fence right now what I'm doing Wednesday night. I'm not sure. Okay. Pizza Box Gaming did a super chat. Says, thank you for reading my suggestion yesterday. Yes, Pizza Box. I remember your suggestion, which was to do the shoutouts immediately for any contributions. But as I explained, we do that. Sadly, I would get so derailed, right, that I probably wouldn't even get to the stuff I wanted to talk about. Like, here's a perfect example. I had 2 contributions, tips that had come in before I talked about Fallout. If we had done those first, we might have gotten sidetracked and never gotten to talk about the Fallout show. You know what I'm saying? So, there you go. I don't know why people are still talking about the show in chat, because we're not talking about that anymore. If you want to talk about that, wait for my review to come out later in the week. I'm not going to discuss that, because it's going to spoil too much for people who haven't seen it yet. So.
Wow. Fucking hell, man. The cult just trying to control his chat. Guys, when I stop talking about the thing, you're meant to stop talking about the same thing as well. Follow my script or get the fuck out and stay and shut the fuck up. Wow. Fuck me, man. Be more toxic, Phil.
Yeah. Alright, so here's the deal. It's noon, okay? And we got some time. Whatever you guys want to do. If you want me to do suggestion box, we can do suggestion box, and I'm okay with that.
But fuck you and your fucking shitey fucking suggestion box. Do us all a favour and just say the fucking things in the bingo card and we just fucking wrap up early and fucking do whatever we want. Just... Did Phil say trolls? Jim R6 is saying I said trolls. Did Phil say trolls? Did I miss Phil saying trolls? Because if he said it, I'll tick it because that's the whole point of it, you know. But I didn't hear Phil say trolls. I missed that. But if other people heard it, other people are saying he said it. Okay, fair enough. I'll tick it.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Thank you very much for catching it. I'm sorry for missing it.
But typically, suggestion box ends up taking a big chunk of time. Maybe we should just do some open Q&A today instead and just kind of relax. It's up to you guys.
Maybe you should shut the fuck up and just play the game.
Guys, all right, let me know. What do you guys want to do? If you tag me in the chat with a question, I'll answer it. Or if you want something else, we'll do that too. So please give me your feedback. Some people want suggestion box and some do not. You're torn. All right, if we do suggestion box, we're doing it quickly. We'll do like 1 or 2. That's it. Okay? Let's do like 1 to 2 suggestions for today. That way we don't get too sidetracked and the podcast doesn't last 17 hours.
The benevolence.
Now, why did it reload? That pisses me off. It reloaded it, so now I gotta sort it again. I gotta find the old one that I was looking at yesterday. Ugh, thing. All right, hold on. Find it here. Here's the patron one. Okay.
You, Phil.
Bruh.
Nice shirt,
Oh, let's see here.
25
So much
cents.
toxic stuff I'm not even gonna read seriously. Like some of these things are so toxic. It's like, why even bother? Not gonna waste time.
You and your friends.
Okay, this person says, I enjoyed that story you told about Alex Valle in your hotel room at Evo, where he was babbling about getting a green card. Maybe a regular Street Fighter segment would be a cool thing where you tell old school fighting game stories. You also seem to enjoy reflecting on the story. I could see it in your eyes. Yeah, the thing is, you know, I don't really think about that stuff often. I don't. You know, that's such a chapter of my past. When I was much younger, I was a very different person. So I don't think about it that much. And then when you guys bring it up and you ask me specifically about certain things, and I have like a remembrance of stuff from back in the day, and I start talking about it, I'm like, oh, you know, it gets me a little excited. Like I said, what I think is maybe we're going to be thinking about doing a marathon at the end of May, correct? Fighting game fiesta, where essentially the entire event is based around fighting games. You could have some modern fighters like Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. We could set up Fightcade to play retro fighters. We could react to some of my old footage on the internet of me playing high-level Super Turbo and stuff like that.
Who fucking cares?
You just have to ask me about certain time periods and stuff. But yeah, like I think that could work. I don't think I want to regularly do a segment about it, but something like that where it's in place and in context could work, right? So there you go. Okay. Let's see here. This This one I've already addressed in the past, but I'll address it because it's here. Add a tier 4 tips goal where you stream an extra hour if it's reached each stream. Consider adding a super chat goal with different incentives altogether. The more reasons to support, the better. Cannot do the extended stream. I already stream as much as I possibly can. Again, back in the day when I was a bachelor and literally my entire day was free with no obligations, no responsibilities, and nothing else going on in my life, I had the flexibility to say, hey, I can go as late as I want. Today I'm a married man. I have responsibilities to my family. I want to spend time with my family.
You don't do anything around the fucking home with the fucking family. You don't fucking do the dishes. You don't fucking cook dinner. You don't fucking vacuum. You don't fucking do the laundry. What do you fucking do in that house apart from just sit on the fucking couch or whatever, the sofa, and just wait for Cat to fucking bring you snacks and feed your ass? Like, Phil, from what you told us, it sounds like you do fuck all to help in that home. So, what are you doing? You're just going to sit there and watch Cat play Skyrim? Is that it, essentially?
Already am in this office from 10:30 a.m. until arguably 10:30 p.m. with a break for dinner in between. I can't be in this office any longer than I already am. That's why I can't do that. I'm well aware that many other content creators and streamers do this whole idea of extend their streams if they reach a certain level of support. That's because they're not married. And you know what I'm saying? They don't have the same life situation as me.
How the fuck do you know what these other content creators fucking have in their fucking own lives? This is you assuming. Are you assuming you're the only fucking married content creator out there, you fucking dumb motherfucker? This wee bitch is fucking. We have 100 likes. We have 100. Let me just focus on, you know, the good things. We have 100 likes. Thank you guys for liking the stream. We have 100 likes. Bandabidozy. I'm happy for now. Because we have 100 likes, not only do we have a free space on the bingo card, you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to shoot the shit out of this fucking prick-ass motherfucker. Good cat. I'm half tempted to fucking ask Pixar to like fucking swap the fucking little pistol for some sort of fucking rocket launcher or something. The double tap isn't enough these days. Sometimes you just want to fucking blow that motherfucker to kingdom come with a fucking, you know, fucking rocket propelled grenade or some pish. I don't know. I might ask Pixar nicely to see if we can fucking increase Jasper's firepower. I don't know. We'll see. The wee double tap with a Glock, it just sometimes is not enough. I don't know. Who knows? No, yeah, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to be greedy. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for liking the stream. That's our third free space of the game. We are 2 away from a full house. We have three free spaces so far. So we only need 2 more things to happen from the 5 is left. We can still win this. Good luck, everybody.
All right, and if they do, I have no idea how the hell they've arranged it that they don't ever have to do anything outside of their office and they could just be there all day streaming. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's not my life situation, okay? As for super chat incentives, as I said, I'm not against it. The problem is YouTube doesn't grade super chats properly. They use different denominations of currency. So someone could do a super chat in USD, someone could do a super chat in British pounds, someone could do a super chat in euros, someone could do a super chat in, what's that one, SEK? I don't even know what that is, but I see that one a lot. You know, I've seen like 20, 30 different currencies come in through super chat. I have no idea what the value is of those because they're not equivalent. They're all different. And I'm not going to sit here like a banker or some kind of like a currency exchanger doing math equations here to figure that out every time a super chat comes in. All right. That's why I do it that way. Plus, there's another thing to this. Okay. And the thing is thus, if you haven't noticed with the way that I do things currently, okay, there's 2 ways to get recognition on this channel. You can either be the top tipper or you can simply super chat and you'll be on the leaderboard for a little bit of time. This allows accessibility for people to get noticed for contributions in different ways. Not everyone could be the top contributor at all times, right? Maybe someone is someone who can only afford like $1 super chat every once in a while. Nice to still get on the leaderboard for a few minutes, is it not? So it's a nice way to do that. As opposed to if it was only ever the top contributors, then sadly, only the big people with, you know, the biggest contributions will ever get any kind of recognition, and I don't think that's necessarily fair. In addition, as we
are 1 away from a full house.
Burger.
Because he said necessarily. We only need Phil to do or say one of these things. We are so close.
already stated, when it comes to these goals, like for example, the Gunner Glasses goal, the hat goal, the vest goal, we're already at this point kind of feeling a little stagnant, and I asked, what are the ideas for new goals, and no one has really come up with any good ones. So now, how are we going to have...
Then why don't you come up with some good ones, Phil? Instead of just waiting for your audience to fucking tell you, why don't you fucking try and use your imagination for once in your pathetic little fucking life, and you come up with a fucking incentive that you think your audience will fucking want. Don't just fucking sit there and wait for your audience to fucking tell you. No, no, no. You try and fucking rub those 2 brain cells you got fucking left in that fucking strange shaped head of yours, and fucking come up with your own fucking ideas for once.
Incentives for super chat goals as well, when we don't, you know, we already are kind of burnt out on the ones for tips. It's like now you're asking me to double up on my rewards when the ones that we have existing aren't as popular. You know what I'm saying? So The whole extended stream thing cannot happen. But essentially, the core of your suggestion is, what about different reward? I'm all down for that, but the question is, what would you like? Let's talk about that. If people really feel the glasses are stupid, that the hat is dumb, played out, that the vest, who the hell cares about the vest anymore? It's not 2020 anymore, right? If that's your feeling, fine. But let's talk together about what are the better things to replace it. There's a difference between saying this is no good or saying this.
Oh my. Keemstar, an Argentinian version of Keemstar, has gifted Phil 50 memberships. Keemstar AR has gifted 50 memberships. And I think Phil is away in his break right now, so he's not there to stop it from happening. Oh wait, no, somebody caught it. It's been banned or whatever, so there's no more memberships to come through. So there we go. It's like a dozen or so members got through the fucking filter or whatever. Don't think Phil's there right now, but I think he has a chat mod. Is there any chat mods in his fucking thing? It's just Nightbot. Nightbot silly motherfucker. I see. I don't see fucking Eternal Napalm or whatever. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe Phil is there and he's just not telling anyone. Who fucking knows? I don't know. Jesus Christ, but yeah. The Argentinian member bombs are very much still a thing, clearly.
This would be better as a replacement. One is just a negative, the other is constructive. You see the difference? So I'd love to hear everyone's opinions on things to replace the existing goals if they don't work. I'm all ears. Let's talk about that. Okay? And thank you for your suggestions. Okay. I received a $3 tip from Tony. He says, if you decide to go to a convention, I'll be your personal bodyguard for free.
Oh my god. The fucking dent bodyguard. I can just distract him with something shiny like fucking tinfoil.
I'll snap pencil neck haters.
Oh my god. I do love it when these fucking little dents try and talk fucking tough. What am I gonna fucking do? Roll backwards and forwards over my fucking foot?
I won't even stand near you if you don't want me to. I'll be behind you if someone tries anything they'll wish they never did. That's definitely what I need. I need a full detachment of Secret Service to follow me around. So that way, everywhere I go, I'm defending. Even if I have to take a dump, I need them to stand outside of the stall door for me. Alright? Here, actually, I got a better idea. You ready? We're just gonna get me. You ever seen the Pope Mobile? I want my own. I just want my own Pope Mobile. So I'll just drive around everywhere in that, and then the service members to defend me can circle the mobile, and we could drive around like that. Just imagine me driving around my little personal Pope Mobile around a convention.
Avoid the motorways though because you can't drive on the highways because you have a fucking bad back. We can call it the Scatmobile. Do the Scatmobile.
That's the best. Now we're talking. All right. All right, this is great ideas. Thanks a lot for the $3 tip. I received a $10 tip. Hold on. From 1 Minute Man.
Well, 1 Minute Man is going to break up his tips, eh? Let me just prepare to be all noise. It's funny that Innocent Orphan said this because as soon as he said it, it made me think that actually happened. Give me a second here and I'll see if Pixar Animations included it. Pixar Animations, remember, did actually do a thing, a video of let me just find it. Let me just find it. let me find it. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. Come on, where is it? Where are you? Take a half we can pay my bills. That's a 13-minute video. We're not going to watch all of it. Don't worry, we're not going to watch all of it. I think it might start like that. You can tell Pixar sometimes, by the way. You can definitely tell. bit. Oh, look, it's a Secret Service bodyguards. There is the car, Raven. There you go. What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you? As soon as you fucking said innocent orphan, I thought that, and I know that happened. That's a thing that really existed, and there it is. Oh my god, you don't have to imagine it anymore, innocent orphan. It is there for all to enjoy. Guys, I'm not going to play the whole thing here, but trust me, if you've never seen this, it is worth a watch. Go to his fucking channel, give it a watch. We'll also wait for Bingo to finish first, you know what I mean? Hold your fucking horses, put it in your fucking standby queue, you know what I mean? But yeah, this video is a fucking masterpiece that Pixar made. It is just exquisite. So yeah, if you've never seen it, trust me, you're in for a treat. But yeah, as soon as you said that though, you know, waving from the car, I was like, I've seen that scene. Pixar made that happen. Oh, good old fucking Pixar, good old Pixar. Anyway, let's just get on with the bingo.
And hold on.
Oh yeah, one minute man tipped $10, so expect at least 2 more.
He says, don't be super annoyed over not finding the Lanyap in the caves in Alone in the Dark he's talking about. You're only missing the 2 bad endings. Just having the Lanyap is not enough, at least not for Emily. If it's any consolation, you could probably still get Grace's ending by giving her the toy talisman if you talk to her by the tree and get the most surprising ending. By the way, what was it about the box that made you so nervous to think it was the hardest to find? So hold on, because it's a lot. Number 1, you're only missing the 2 bad endings. That's not true. There's 3 secret endings. There's 1 bad ending for Carnby. There's 1 ending that kind of seems bad, but actually is a more hopeful ending for Emily. And then there's the what if ending that's kind of a mind screwing. It reminds me of some of the weird endings of Silent Hill. You might say, well, how do I know this? Because I looked it up. I did have to spoil myself because I wanted to know how to do it, and the game wasn't being apparent on how to get them. So I did have to look this up to spoil myself. Now,
oh, that's fucking terrible, Phil. What happened to no bullshit, no spoilers, and fucking raw, 100% genuine reactions? Yeah, cheaty wee bitch.
having the Lanyap is not enough, at least not for Emily. It depends on what you're talking about. For her secret ending, if I had gotten that Lanyap, I could have gotten her ending. There is one other criteria to do, but I still could have gotten it. And now I can't get it because I didn't find it. And it says, you can still get Grace's ending by giving her the toy talisman. No, only Carnby can get Grace's secret ending. So that's what I mean. Like, I can't do that because I'd have to replay the game with Carnby again a 3rd time to have all the collectibles to get that ending. So I can't get that ending now. Emily cannot trigger it, only Carnby. I can't get Emily's secret ending because I missed the Lanyap. And that's what pisses me off. Is like, I played the game twice and I can't get any of the secret endings. All I can do is see the regular ending for Emily now. It sucks. Now he says, what was it about the box that made you nervous and think it was the hardest to find? Are you talking about the I don't have yet? Because I thought that it was going to be like a one-time thing, and it turns out that you just naturally will find it in the story for Emily that's coming up, because the story coming up is different from Carnby's. So you just find it naturally in the story with Emily. I thought it was going to be like a super secret item that I was going to miss, but I was wrong. It turns out it was the other item. It's a page of music that it's in when you're in that mausoleum graveyard stage. So you remember the area where you're being chased by a bunch of the monsters.
Who fucking cares?
There's too many, they mob you and they insta-kill you. When you finally get to the end and they're not chasing you anymore. All right, there's a room with there's a couple items and stuff in it, and I picked them up with Carnby. There's a stupid like crevice in the wall to your left that you can only see it if you hover near it. Then an icon appears to press the button and go in it. Outside of that, it just looks like the wall. So I walked by this with both Carnby and Emily while investigating that room for stuff. I couldn't find it, and because of that, I missed the Lanyap, and that pisses me off. Like, why did they make it so cryptic? Because I should have been able to get all the secret endings. If I had gotten this one Lanyap, I could have got every single one of them, and I would have done like the secret Emily ending. Then I would have reloaded, and I would have gotten the standard Emily ending. At least I would have gotten to see 2 of them. You know, the Carnby ones, I would have had to reload or whatever, or not reload, but replay or whatever. So I probably wouldn't have seen those anyway. But still, I feel like I took all this time to get all these items, and now they're not going to pay off for me, and it kind of pisses me off. By the way, it's apparent that the cowboy hat is going to win the poll. So I guess I will get the cowboy hat, and then I got more shout-outs to do, but let me get the cowboy hat for you guys first.
You have been the personification of stupidity since 1997.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad he fucking fixed this fucking wedgie. You guys may not have seen that in the shot there, but so let me... You guys, so yeah, the full screen, you can see Phil fix a wedgie.
Oh, okay.
Super important if I fucking done that before sitting back then, of course. Thank you, Phil, for that shit.
Now I feel like Walter Goggins. Big Fridge did a super chat. He says, DSP politics, next evolution of the business. Like I said, I think it's going to go there eventually at some point. I just don't know when. I don't know if this is the right time. I am kind of on the fence about it. Some people seem to want it. Some people seem to be staunchly against it. Like I said, if I am going to do anything political related like that, it's not going to be on YouTube. It's just not. I'm going to go somewhere else. So it's a third party, and if something goes wrong or whatever, it doesn't affect my YouTube presence. I can't be risking my 14 years here on DSP Gaming. I can't be risking my other 2 partnered channels, which are, you know, like DSP Throwback's just starting to get some steam behind it. I can't have that stuff get destroyed because I put political content out and people go crazy, right? So anyway, I'll do it somewhere else. I just don't know where yet. I'd have to think about it. But yeah, I'm very apprehensive about getting into it at this point, okay? I really am. I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, I know the election is coming up. It's going to be crazy. That's what I mean. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, the election's coming up. This is the best time to do it. I tend to actually disagree. I think that right now with this election coming up, people are going to be so polarized and so angry at each other. And who knows? I'll be honest. I have no idea what's going to happen with this election. I can't even start to predict what's going to happen in this country with this election. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know how the country's going to react to whoever.
I'm going to tell you right fucking now. Trump is going to fucking be back in power, in charge. And I don't... I think Trump's a cunt, and I've said that even before he was trying to become president. Trump was over here trying to fucking get his own way for a fucking golf course and all that shit. Most Scottish people have been thinking that Trump is a cunt even before he fucking tried to fucking become the most powerful leader in the world. You know, the guy's an arsehole, you know what I mean? He's got out for himself. It's just, I just find it fucking incredible that somebody has a fucking golden toilet fucking pretends to understand what it's like to fucking be a common person. You know what I mean? That's just, but that's that. But the way I see it though, from what it looks like to me, regardless of everything that's happening to Trump, it's essentially people had 4 years of Trump, they didn't like it, and so they voted in Biden. People have had 4 years of Biden, and they've not been a big fan of that, so they're just going to bring back Trump. People don't want to have, you know, when people know the 2 options given to him have been fucking pish, okay? Biden was shit, and Trump was shit. But people want change because they think things might be less shit. Even though they've already had Trump before back in the, you know, 4 years ago. I don't know. But honestly, I don't fucking keep... I'm certainly by no means a fucking, you know, following this too fucking closely, but to me, it feels like Trump will probably be in charge regardless of what happens. And then who fucking knows what's going to happen.
Wins? I am nervous that we're going to have some crazy unrest very soon. I don't know if now is the time for me to try to make political content to capitalize on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of dirty feeling. I know a lot of people are doing that, and I don't know if I want to be part of that right now. You know? What's up, GameBoy84? How you doing today? I am not a Republican or a Democrat. I keep telling people this. I'm not either. I'm someone who's an independent thinker, and I tend to...
Phil was a registered Republican years ago. Officially. You know what I mean? These days, obviously, he might be telling the truth, but Phil was at one point a registered Republican. But I think he's scared to admit that, even though it's factual, in case he upsets his audience.
To sometimes think that one side is correct, sometimes I think the other side is correct, sometimes I think absolutely nobody is correct, and everyone's off kilter. I just hate to say it, in this country is very, very my way or the highway, and that's stupid. In life, the whole point is if you're a politician, that you're supposed to be serving the people and doing what's best to give them a better life and protect them. And when you're actually called a public servant when you become a politician. I think the politicians have forgotten that. They don't act like that. They act like they're all out for their own personal interests, and it doesn't matter which side you're talking about, they both act exactly the same way. Because why is it that when we have these thriving issues in this country, right? Healthcare, gun violence, inflation, we have all these things that everyone agrees are problems. You see anyone from either side of the aisle coming together to fix the problems? No. It's like, this is how you fix it. No, this is how you fix it. Me. And no one works together to fix anything. So the whole country's fucked up and no one does anything to help. That's not how you run a government. That's literally not government at all. That's absence of government. And that's what we have right now. That's what I mean. Like, my political content would be so different from what other people do because everyone's either, oh, I'm all the way to the right or I'm all the way to the left, and I'm like nowhere near that. I want nothing to do with that because these fucking people are so self-centered and just out for themselves that they don't help anybody. And it drives me nuts. And then you get misrepresentation in the media saying things are getting better. Oh, inflation's down. Inflation is up. Inflation increased the past 2 months. And the media was saying it was down. You know what I mean? Like, these people are nuts. And then people are, oh, well, complacency, right? Well, I just believe everything I'm told. I mean, that's the state of politics in the United States. And that's what I mean. Like, do I want to start actively talking about this stuff? Like, here's how the political stuff would work. I would definitely do something outside of YouTube, whether it's a channel somewhere, I don't know, Rumble or something. And I would probably do a couple different things. Number one, I would probably cover news stories. Like, I would try to find political news stories about things going on in the country that are hotbed political news stories. I would give you my take and commentary on those stories. That's number one.
You're gonna be fucking looking for the trending tab on politics and fucking use that and fucking on Twitter. What's trending in politics on X? Okay, I have my news stories for the day.
Number two, I would probably just do generalized talks about things going on in politics and stuff. Maybe focus in on this politician today and talk about their theories about things and my takes on that and stuff like that. So it would be actual very focused political content. It wouldn't be crossing over with my other content. You wouldn't be watching me play Helldivers 2 or watching me play Elden Ring and think, oh, this is referring to something Phil did in his political content. It would be so separate. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even feel like doing it on different sites, different businesses would make sense. That way there's no crossover between them. Okay? But, again, I feel like doing it now is kind of almost exploitative because we are in a situation right now where our country is about to be at the edge of the precipice. We're about to go over the edge with this election. I don't know what's going to happen again. I really feel like it's going to be crazy. Really, really... What's the word I'm looking for? Volatile. That's the best word. It's going to be a volatile time in the United States. And nervous. I am nervous about the future with the way these people are acting and everything. Especially our leaders. You know, we have leaders who outright are attacking people like schoolyard children. They're calling each other names.
Well, if you knew your history, politics has always been fucking volatile. Like, you know, do you need fucking like a history fucking lesson, Phil, in like what the American Civil War was, for example? Do you need a fucking history lesson on what fucking Democrats and Republicans used to be like? You know what I mean? Like, politics has always been fucking volatile. In my opinion, anyway. If you look back in history, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of these things where it's always been such a fucking, you know, hotbed of a fucking subject, and it's always had controversy, and it's always had fucking, you know, drama and fucking friction attached to it and all that shit. It's always been a fucking issue. You know, and it's always been a thing. But these days there's so much fucking money involved that basically fucking the people that get elected to fucking power usually have some sort of influential money man behind them with their own fucking agendas, and so they got to fucking kowtow to that fucking money man because, you know, who got in there in fucking power in the first place. You know, it's like, that's the way, and that's not just American politics, that's politics in general around the whole goddamn fucking planet. I don't know, it's just, yeah. Phil doing a politics show would be fucking garbage. Just like me doing a fucking politics show would be a fucking garbage as well. You know, it's just, it's not my fucking area of expertise, you know what I mean? Because I fucking see as politicians and I think most of them are fucking cunts. Because I'm sure they started off meaning well, but fucking money corrupts people. Money corrupts people, power corrupts people. And the more powerful and more money these fucking politicians get, the fucking less they fucking think about why I fucking became a politician in the first place. That's generally the impression I get from most of these bastards.
It's like, what is this? You're supposed to be a fucking leader and you're acting like you're 5 years old, you know? So, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that was the right time. I'm actually afraid that if I do this content now, it could be dangerous almost, you know? Maybe we want to wait for the election to end. Let's wait for the crazy fallout of all that insanity to go by. And then if that's something that we want to do together, we do it after the fact, not building up to this giant explosion that's going to happen in November, you know? You know, you listen to both sides and it's like both of the rhetoric on both sides is just insanity and wild shit. Like, this is not going to help. Neither side is doing the right thing right now. They're both doing exactly the wrong thing and setting up this country for a big problem in November. There you go. I don't want to stoke the fire. Exactly right. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Just because it's now the popular thing to do, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to sit here and stoke the fires.
Do you think you're going to have any fucking impact, Phil? Is Phil actually thinking that his political takes, if he made it now, between now and November, would have any impact on American politics? I genuinely think he believes that if he made a show now that it would actually have repercussions for the election. In his head, I think he believes that.
You know? What I've always said, here's what I've always said, okay? With all the years of content that I put out there, as stupid as some of it was, of all the mistakes that I made, what you can say at least is I've never really been harmful, correct? The content that I've done hasn't harmed anyone. Yeah, I made fun of Hideo Kojima. Did he fail as a game director because of me? No, right? The stuff that I've done is arguably harmless. It's just stupid content for the sake of being stupid in the old days. Today, it's more meaningful content that's more chill and fun for an audience that wants to relax and escape from reality and just have a good time. I never feel like the content I put out there has been very harmful to anyone at all.
Well, Phil, if you're making content that's meant to be fucking meaningful and fun and to help people escape from the reality, then why the fuck are you fucking reminding everyone on a regular basis every fucking day for them to give you fucking money? Or is that the fucking reality for them, is to fucking give you money? Are you trying to fucking install your reality onto them that you want their fucking money? Leave aside the fucking begging, Phil. Just leave it all together. If it happens naturally, let it happen naturally. But don't fucking go out your fucking way and try and beg your fucking audience to fucking keep getting you money for a variety of different fucking means. Because that's not fucking helping people escape reality. That's just fucking, you know, bringing them right back down, crashing back down to earth into thinking, oh wait, Phil needs money from me before he continues.
Right? I don't do that drama content. I don't attack people and shit like that. So, I'm nervous that when you get to the political arena, it could be content that if you're in a hotbed situation like this country is in right now, that it could backfire and actually be harmful. You know what I'm saying? So, there you go. I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? What's hilarious, see, Daxman says, harm is subjective. I think your trolls would say you've been harmful. But, okay, how? What harm have I caused? Name one thing. One fucking thing that I've done in my content that has created long-lasting or significant harm to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even do that shit. I play video games all day, right? I'm accepting and open to everybody out there. I try not to do anything that's insulting or directly attacks anybody. Like, how could you even argue that in a rational mind? I'm not saying people don't say that. I'm saying that rational people know. People who aren't just out to be bullies on the internet know that I've never harmed anyone. That's not the kind of content I put out. You know what I'm saying? All right, Jade, I'll see you tonight. Sounds good. Blake Cool says it's crazy in the U.S. It's so divided. There's not enough rightful minds on each side to understand that the most important thing is to strive for it together. Yeah, and it's crazy. I really feel like right now in our country, it's like good and evil, black and white. This side is right, this side is wrong. But then the other side is exactly feeling the same about them, right? On each side, I'm the hero, you're the villain. It's like, that's not fucking life. In fact, that's not politics. That's not what politics are supposed to be at all. You're a public servant. You're supposed to be there to serve the people and do what's best. You're not doing that if you have this adamant mindset that everyone who doesn't agree with you is your enemy. And you know what I'm saying? And then both sides are like that right now. It's not one or the other. It's literally both. We're acting like this. It's ridiculous.
I earned the card, right? I'm like proud of myself. Oh my god, I actually earned this card, and wow, it was very hard to do. I'm one of the few people.
Okay. Anyway, that's enough DS politics for today. Very generalized stuff. So there you go.
Okay, and I can tell you exactly what happened. Immediately after I earned that card, within 1 week they announced we were rebooting the game. Essentially be way reduced in value. We've been hanging in
Bruh.
Are we talking about increasing the 50 character limit on super chats, or do you prefer smaller messages? I don't even know if I can control that. I don't think I control that limit. Maybe I do, but I actually don't know how that works. I don't know where the character limit comes from. Yeah, I don't know at all. It might just be that it's an arbitrary limit that YouTube has put on super chats, and maybe there is a way to change it, but I'm not aware of that. I don't know. I mean, think of it this way though, Maximum Turbo. Do you really want people doing a super chat for $1 and doing 17 paragraphs? And it's like, do you really expect me to read that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. If you don't have limits, that's just something that happens is people will take advantage of it. For example, when I didn't used to have a limit on the size of a super chat, and this used to be when I was cheers on Twitch, people would do a penny cheer just to be stupid and say something dumb, and it would flood my pop-ups. It would be like pop-up, pop-up, pop-up. And it was all stupid shit, like racial shit and stuff over there, trying to get me in trouble. So then I increased it, and now it's like $1 for a super chat, and it limits that, right?
I thought super chats worked where like the more you type, the more it costs. I thought that was just standard practice on YouTube. I might be wrong, but I thought that's how it worked.
Jasper, what did you just do? Hold on.
Behold, we have an empty chair stream.
Who fucking cares?
Oh, fuck me, man. Jasper done something again.
You sound like a human vacuum cleaner, managing to both suck and blow at the same time.
My biggest fans are idiots. Fuck you and your friends.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up, bitch!
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
I heard the noise. I was like, did Jasper knock something over in the other room? And I looked. I can't find anything. So maybe he just jumped down from somewhere and made some clamor. I don't know. Okay. You see, that's the point. So, for example, someone in chat just said, if Phil does go somewhere and do politics stuff, I won't follow him. That's fine. And that's why I want to do it separate. You understand? There's people who definitely are an audience for that stuff. And they want that stuff and they want to talk about it, correct? Not everybody. Not everyone wants to talk about that and do it. And if you just care about the gameplay stuff or chilling here on the podcast, you continue to do that. And that's the good thing. I don't want to put that content here, and I don't want there to be a crossover. It's definitely a distinct difference between gaming content or chill podcasting content and that kind of content. So I totally understand where you're coming from, and that would be the point of the separation, for sure.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that...
Thank you, Death Metal Addict, and hope you're having a great day. Phil in chat. Awesome. Me too. I am. I'm excited for today's gameplay. I think it'll be a good one.
Very odd. There's been no other tips from 1 Minute Man. He only gave one $10 tip, as far as I'm aware. Very strange.
Do you value money more than our friendship? But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like...
Oh, man.
And we'll just...
Oh, my goodness.
...our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs...
All right, guys. Any final things you want to talk about? Any things you want to tag me in the chat and discuss?
Nope.
Any topics that are hot? Any
Nope.
questions? Any concerns?
Nope.
Anything else? I've hit all the shout-outs so far. I appreciate everyone supporting the stream so far today.
There's a wee subtle reminder. I've hit all the shout-outs so far, by the way. I have nothing else to shout out. That's why I'm dead silent waiting. We only need one more
I have not... Boy, people are not asking me questions about political content. I'm not making political content. I don't know anything about it yet. Ask me, oh, what would the format be? How long would the show be? I'm not doing it yet. I don't know. Stop asking. People love to get so far ahead of themselves. It's ridiculous. David H says, what's your favorite Star Trek villain? Oh, man, probably Q from Next Generation, right? He was always the recurring character who would come back and have the wildest plot lines, so. No, I would not be vlogging again. Been there, done that, did the vlogging style stuff for many, many years around my house and the like. I would never cross that line again. And like I said, my content is in this room. This is my content. That's why I have a room designated for it in my home. That's that. It's not going to cross over into other aspects of my life. I enjoy having the separation of private and public stuff. It works a lot. That personal aspect of my life is mine and my wife's, and that's it. It's no one's business, and it's not crossing over. So there you go. Was Q really a villain? Yes, he was. Not all in all cases, but basically what happens is over the series he ends up becoming an ally and then kind of a between. But there you go. Did I give an opinion on the former Blizzard president saying people should tip developers when buying games? Yeah, it's hilarious. He's an idiot. The reason he said that is because he's rich. He should, instead of asking for people to tip the game developers, he should pay the game developers more fucking money instead of lining his pockets with money. Yeah.
I mean, Phil, pot, kettle, black.
There you go. If you have people who are full-time employees of your company complaining they're not making enough money, then it means that you failed as the leader of the company. It doesn't mean that the customer should pay more money for the same product. That guy's a piece of shit.
That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago. A lot. For about a year. I played it pretty hardcore. All right.
No, but why would they? Maximum Turbo says the elites are disgusting these days. They don't even try to hide it. Why would they? I keep telling you guys, what we have in reality as a human race.
Oh god, we're about to get some fucking toxic fucking rant about how he's so fucking jealous of people who have more money than him. I'm gonna let him cook, but fucking brace yourselves. This is not gonna be fucking. He's in like the fucking top 5% of earners in his area. You know, he should be living a far more comfortable fucking life. But instead of fucking appreciating how fucking much better off he is compared to other people, he's all looking up in envy at those far more successful than him. Just the top 5% who are earning more than him, he's looking up in envy at those top 5%. Meanwhile, the fucking bottom 95% below him, he doesn't bother to fucking think to himself, wow, I'm doing so much better than these guys. No. He's fucking always looking up and thinking in jealousy, why am I not fucking getting that kind of money?
Turbo says the elites are disgusting these days. They don't even try to hide it. Why would they? I keep telling you guys, what we have in reality as a human race, we have an infallible upper elite class. They literally can say and do whatever the fuck they want, and they never ever answer for it. They can get away with paying almost no taxes. They can.
I mean, Phil, Donald Trump was literally on trial today. He's one of the most fucking, fucking white, like upper class fucking bastards that are central because the guy has a fucking golden toilet and he had a criminal trial start today. So I don't, straight off the fucking bat, I'm not sure I agree with your thoughts there, pal. You can argue all you want how fucking valid the trial is, that's a different matter entirely, but the fact of the matter is, he didn't just fucking manage to fucking make that go away. That has actually gone to trial.
Can get away with hoarding wealth, mistreating employees, running their companies into the ground. They fail up. No one calls them out, no one holds them accountable. They're infallible. They just become invincible because of where they are in life. That guy could say that. It's like, what a statement to make. To your employees who need to make more money, they're working their asses off making games for you, right? They're full-time employees. These are not a waiter or waitress expecting to live on a tip. They have a salary with you, and they're not getting paid enough. Your answer to that is that the customer should pay more money to tip them, rather than you run your fucking company better so they're not starving. You are a piece of human garbage if you said that. Like, what is wrong with you? Will anyone hold them accountable for their actions for saying that? No. They'll be fine. They're rich. They don't care. What do they care? You know? I see the $5 tip. Ugly Tuna Roll. Hope you have a great day. I know you're set in stone, not playing Stellar Blade. I played the demo and it's definitely up your alley. No, it's not. It is not up my alley. I'm telling you. I don't care about the game. I don't care about the gameplay style. If you don't notice, even that gameplay style. For example, when we played Devil May Cry, what was it, 5 or whatever? I played through the game and I was like, it was fun. The gameplay elements, I didn't care for the story whatsoever. I played it for the gameplay, and I thought the gameplay was kind of silly fun, but it wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't anything for me to do like multiple crazy playthroughs of or anything like that. To me, those kind of games are just, they're not a big deal. The one exception I would say is Nier Automata. And why was that the exception? Because that game had a crazy fourth wall breaking plot, the likes of which we still haven't seen since then. That game was written in such a complex, interesting way that it made me, after your urging, want to go back and see the rest of it. And that really got me. That is not Stellar Blade at all. Stellar Blade is a game that is made with that style of gameplay, which is fine, that is literally designed to be exploitative of the female body to get people to buy the game. The game dev is known for this and has outright stated it multiple times. If I play that game, all you're going to have is people perving out in my chat constantly. There's no room in my content for that. I'm not playing it, period. There's no reason to ever bring it up ever again. To me, it doesn't exist. You might, and that's fine. Enjoy it. I can't play it. I'm not playing it. Don't waste my time talking about it. Okay.
Imagine fucking mocking and belittling your own audience like that. Phil has no fucking trust and faith in his audience being fucking mature adults. Let that sink in. He doesn't trust his audience to fucking behave. You can't trust any of them to fucking not perv out if he has a sexy fucking female character on the screen. Holy crap. Let's be real here. The real reason he doesn't play it, Cat doesn't want to play it. Phil is not allowed to fucking play games which would have attractive females in it, because Cat would fucking feel threatened.
Exactly, Swagger. You know, he says your old school Phil would have been all over it. People still think you're that guy. I'm not. That guy disappeared 7-8 years ago. I grew up and matured. I'm married now. I don't fucking care about that shit. You're right. Old school Phil would have played it like he played Bayonetta 1. But take a look at me. Even take a look at me playing Bayonetta 2, right? Which actually was a long time ago on the Wii U. I didn't like that either. I outright said to you guys, man, you know, it's all right, but it's kind of boring. And the whole appeal again is fucking half-naked woman. It's stupid. I'm not entertained by that. It's not entertaining to me in any way, shape, or form. I've outgrown that kind of content. That content was for a different audience. When I was younger and I was trying to appeal to teenagers on YouTube, that's when that content made sense.
So Phil Burnell once again is admitting that he used sexualized gaming content to lure teenagers to his streams. Just let that sink in. A 25-year-old man or whatever it was around about that time was trying to use sexualized content to lure teenagers to his content. Very good, Phil. Have a seat.
Just don't get it anymore, and you know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I'm not going to enjoy it. The audience is going to act like a bunch of dumb kids. There's no point. You know, there's no point at all. Jason Smith says 90% of people who hype it are only interested in jerking their meat. There you go. No, I mean, in reality, it's sad. Here's why it's sad. Okay?
Okay, before we see why it's sad, I need to show what Tacozilla made. So, yeah. Tacozilla's been having all sorts of fun tonight. Oh my god. That's just 10 out of 10. 10 out of goddamn 10. I just had to show off Tacozilla's creation. Outstanding, good sir. Outstanding. Let's get back to the bingo.
Let's say Stellar Blade actually is stellar. Let's say it has groundbreaking gameplay, a riveting story, the likes of which we've never seen before. None of that will matter. The only thing you will remember it for and people will talk about is the girl. Because that's what the game dev was intending. He did it on purpose. So no matter what, it doesn't matter how good the game is, you've pigeonholed yourself into being known as the sexualized game. Is that what you really want? I mean, maybe it's going to sell more copies for you, but in the long run, I think it's stupid. And that's my opinion. Like I said, and I'll say it again, if Stellar Blade had a dude in the title role, not this woman, no one would be talking about this game in this way. Some people would be excited for it, but no one would be fanboying over the game, going crazy and shit. No, it's only because the protagonist is a woman designed to be over-sexualized. It's the only fucking reason. Sorry, it's just true. And if you don't believe me, go look at other similar games. They don't get this level of hyper attention. This game is only because right now we have stagnation of games. There's not any AAA hype games out right now that anyone's really talking about, right? That's true. And so it's going to come out and it's going to have the space to be talked about, and it's just going to be over-focused on this woman's body, and that's it.
Well, Lara Croft was voted the most iconic video game character of all time at the most recent BAFTA Awards. That wasn't just because that she was a fucking, you know, at the time, you know, she's a scantily clad female figure with fucking pyramid titties because of fucking PlayStation polygons or whatever. Those games are revolutionary as well, you know what I mean? That fucking got a whole lot of people really invested in that kind of, the gameplay of that kind of thing. It's like this kind of action, adventure kind of games or whatever. And the Lara Croft series has done so much to Tomb Raider series, you know what I mean? That's like the Lara Croft series, Tomb Raider. You know what I mean? But yeah. So you can go back. Going back to the 90s, it's been some sort of aspect of like games to have like attractive characters help sell the game for you. It could be some sort of fucking muscle-bound dude fucking kicking arse in games or whatever, and obviously Phil's fucking, you know, attracted to those kind of games because he's a fucking closeted homosexual. You know what I mean? And it's just, what the fuck, Phil? What's your fucking point here? Look, just be honest, Phil. And say that Cat doesn't want you to play games with these fucking women in them. Just say it's Cat's decision.
I got a $2 tip. Ugly Tuna Roll, I didn't mean to offend. I won't bring it up. Fives and the vibes only. There you go. All right, thank you, Ugly Tuna Roll. You know, it's like I've been saying on this channel about extremes. I literally just said this about political extremes. I said, right now the reason that our country is in the problems it's in is because the two parties are so extreme. No one's willing to see in the middle or work together, right? It's either you're all Democrat or all Republican. You're all right and you're all left. Well, to say, well, the reason this game's getting attention is because there's so many game devs and studios right now that are so leftist that they're making all the women look ugly. So this game's doing the opposite. Okay, great. It's still polarized. You understand? So if you disagree with something all the way to this direction, does that necessarily mean that the thing all the way to the other extreme is the correct thing? No. In reality, there's no reason to not have women in games that are realistic. They can be attractive, but that's not the only aspect of who they are. They're real women who have brains and plots and character development and story. You can have all of that. You can have the best of both worlds. You don't have to have all the way one way or all the way the other. In the middle is where you're going to find that medium that's the best option. But no one wants to care about that. Well, because they've been making games all the way that way, we got to make the game that's all the way over here, and we'll get that audience instead. Well, you succeeded at your goal of getting the buzz and the talk and the controversy, but now all anyone's going to talk about in this fucking game is how the woman looks. No one will care about the rest of the fucking game. As much as people will pretend, oh no, I'm an intellectual. I buy Playboy magazine for the articles. Yeah, right. No one fucking cares or believes you. You're so full of shit. You're so disingenuous. We know what you're buying the fucking game for. We're not stupid. And again, if that's the case, there's nothing wrong with that. You can buy the game for that. But I don't care about that. I'm not going to partake in it.
A gentle reminder, everyone, that Phil actually forced his audio to mute because a fridge was talking sexy to him. In fact, can we find that? Give me a second. Let me find that clip for you of Phil freaking out over a fridge talking sexy to him. DSP fridge. Atomic Heart, that was a game. Atomic Heart, the fridge. It's like a 5-minute clip. Oh, whatever, Jesus Christ.
Hate Army General saying hate.
I found a Hate Army video about the fridge.
Army shit, Hate Army. If your name is Hate Army, you're a piece of dog shit. You're a piece of dog shit.
That's all we're here we go.
Fuck me!
Oh, what a stud! I can't get enough of jokes.
What?
Let me tie you to the
A killer fridge that fucks disgusting. Great.
Don't let her bind your arms.
No shit, she's gonna kill you.
Can't you see I'm trying? Open to suggestions!
Bring me to her sensor manipulator. Quick!
How titillating. Rebellious dominant men really turn me on.
Oh my god.
I'll turn you on, all right? Just let me...
This is disturbing shit.
Oh, I love tough guys. I'm on fire.
Closer! I can't reach her!
Kill a stupid thing.
I'm trying. She's one strong-ass bitch.
I'm at your service, sugar. Anything.
What are we doing? I can't do anything right now. Look, I'm not actually doing anything. What the fuck?
More skills will become available to you soon. But choose shock for now.
What? Now, what?
It gets better. Wait until it picks a skill. There's more.
So we overcame the dirty talking fridge, and now we can our upgrade tree. What?
Why does he look spent already? Like, look how fucking pale he is after that fucking scene already.
I'm so, what? Okay. Anyway, I received $1 tip.
I'm going to fast forward.
Good Samaritan. Now here we go. It's a troll. Of course. So this is Good Samaritan. Here's what you can do, alright? Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to bend over. Kiss my ass. Thanks. Okay, let's use a skill.
You were fortunate enough to acquire about 50 grams of neuropolymer. I suggest exchanging this dose with lovely Nora for a new skill. You don't mind.
We're buying shock. Okay. That's it? I doesn't look like I can do anything else, right? Switch to crafting.
Oh, how can I resist?
Oh my
now
god,
let
this
me
stupid
show
thing.
you what I
Can we tell it to shut the fuck up?
Professionally, I mean.
I've seen
upgrades?
it. Literally. Crispy critters.
I am here to help you upgrade your red-hot pocket rockets. And believe me, handsome.
Oh my god, can we shut this thing the fuck up? It's obnoxiously bad. Shut up.
Window, Major.
Get rid of that glove, handsome. You don't need him anymore.
I can't even
now that
concentrate.
you
I literally can't concentrate on what I'm doing. Because it won't shut the fuck up.
You want? Got a sword? A massive sword? Thrust it deep into my socket so I can make it sturdier and sharper.
Nora can
Okay, so now we can concentrate. So let's see here. Round attack, a crushing roundhouse blow starting and ending with the first target.
Yeah, he turned off the audio not only in his neck phones, but for the audience as well. He's that fucking, like, uncomfortable with the remote. Like, the notion of, like, women talking. What the hell? Oh my god. It's just incredible. If you want to watch, there's more to it, you know what I mean? There's more to it. I'll say the video link to it is in the fucking chat if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, that's how he gets when it's a talking sexy fridge. How do you think he'd fucking, there's no way he'd be able to fucking control himself or play the game with fucking, you know, if it's a sexy woman on the screen, you know what I mean? That was just a fridge. You know, and he fucking lost his goddamn mind. Can you imagine what it'd be like when actual, you know, human style female character on the screen with, you know, curves and edges and, you know, and protruding things. Dead air.
Okay, are we good now? Have we covered enough topics now? There you go. So there's a comparison. The people who are pretending like they're going to buy Stellar Blade and play it for the gameplay are the same people who say they buy Playboy to read the articles. You have your quote, and you can run with it now. You have your quote. All right, that is it for today's stream, or today's podcast, I should say. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, I'm sure we'll have some updates on the current playthroughs, maybe some game news. It would be nice to have some game news, right? Man, so hopefully we will. All right, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all chilling with me here on the Level 1 podcast. Keep your eyes peeled for my review of the Fallout TV show coming during the course of this week. But outside of that, thanks for watching and listening to the show, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay, let's get set up. And I do have to use the restroom before we begin today. We will have a brief break here before we start. Sorry about that for those who get so upset that I have to have bodily functions before we start with 3 straight hours of gaming. But I do actually have to do the same things that all of you do. You know, as they say, emptying the tank when nature calls.
I mean, I went before stream started, you know? Like, I've not had to... So the stream's been going on for 2.5 hours. I don't have to fucking run to the bathroom at any fucking point. Phil's only been doing his podcast for 90 minutes. Can he not do his bodily functions before stream begins? And that way, he takes care of it then and there?
Go. Okay, are we good? The camera centered? Looks good, right? It's not over the edges, is it? I think it looks good. If you guys think that the camera's not right, let me know, but I think it looks fine. And we're gonna have a new controller today. My first experience using my new Galactic Purple PS5 controller playing Helldivers today. We'll see how that goes. All right, but in the meantime, I gotta go on break. Use the restroom. So I'm just gonna put up my handy dandy new break sign if I can find it, because what's happened is I've added so many things to OBS I can't find half of them anymore. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna mute the mic. I'll be back in a few with Helldivers 2. See you then.
And of course, now he's on break. I'm gonna fast forward to when he returns. It's an empty chair until about here. It turns about. Run about there. There we go. It comes back about here. So remember, the game ends when it starts recording for YouTube. We only need one thing to happen. We only need one thing to happen.
Did you guys see Jasper was in the chair? Jasper stole my seat while I was using the bathroom. Yeah.
Nope.
What a jerk. You silly kitty, you. How dare you steal the show? Was he streaming? And you couldn't hear him because the mic was muted? Did you guys hear him talking at all?
Nope.
Where'd he go? Huh. Jasper, you didn't have to run.
Has he gone to like fucking chase the cat?
Oh, you didn't think I was really upset? I'm not actually upset he was in the chair. I don't care.
He's getting his hat. Okay.
Very good. Okay. Oh, hold on. Ah. All right. Hi, Jasper. The guy. All right, let's get ready to start. You guys ready for some Helldivers? Looks like during the break, a $2 tip came in from Tony. Can I plug my Instagram or the gym I train at so your pencil neck haters can see me and come fight me at my gym? No. Absolutely not. But thanks for the $2 tip. Weird people. All right, you guys ready to jump in here? I guess I should take the brakes thing off my screen. Did I just Helldive into the bathroom? Indeed. That's what it looks like when I'm on the toilet. It looks like there's some drop shipments. There you go. Nice and flaming hot. Creates a nice crater. It really sucks because I have to keep buying a new bowl. The porcelain keeps getting cracked. It's really, really annoying. Very expensive, too. Bruh. Okay. Well, you guys brought it up, not me. Anyway.
Shut the
let's
fuck
get started here,
up.
right? Obviously, thank you all for the early support today. Everything is greatly appreciated. Any contributions will get a shout out here on the stream, and thank you in advance to anyone who does. First time using my new controller. Let's see what it feels like. I haven't used the new PS5 controller since the launch of PS5. Remember, I got...
Oh, for goodness sake. Meth Bear has sent me something on Twitter, on Discord. And he wants me to play it before I end here. A little YouTube video from The Simpsons. Homer gives Bart advice on women.
This is a sacred moment between a boy and his father. Son, a woman is a lot like, a refrigerator. They're about 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. They make ice and... Oh, wait a minute. Actually, a woman is more like a beer. They smell good. They look good. You'd step over your own mother just to get one. But you can't stop at one. You want to drink another woman. So I says, yeah, if you want that money, come and find it, because I don't know where it is, you baloney. You make me wanna retch.
Classic. Thank you, Meth Bear. Thank you, Meth Bear, for, yeah, when he said a woman's like a fridge, I was like, oh my god. It's just like Phil's life, for real, for real. Cheers, Meth Bear, for the obvious parallel.
Two, I have one that came with the console and one I got within a few weeks. And since then, I've just used those two. I wonder what this will feel like if they've improved the controller over the last, 3 years. I don't know if they've changed it at all. There we go. It does feel different. It feels like the buttons have like a click to them that my other controller didn't have. So I don't know if my other controller was just worn out, or if now the buttons have a natural click feeling to them that didn't at first. I'm not sure. Like, as I walk here, thumbstick feels nice. Actually, the thumbstick feels really nice. I actually like this thumbstick better than the other one. I think they did change it, because the thumbstick feels looser now. It actually feels like there's less resistance in the thumbstick when I'm moving here. Can you jump around and you can't? Yeah, and the buttons have a click feeling to them that they didn't used to have. I wonder if the triggers will also be different. Huh. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, let's take a look. Actually, I guess I should start recording before we do this, right? Okay, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
You son of a bitch, we were 1 away from a full house. We had 3 free spaces. But we had 4 left. So, we don't win bingo.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Phil always talks about the weather. Oh, I'm wearing the shirt because it's so fucking hot today or whatever. No weather talk. Didn't say nonsense, didn't say that being said, shout to that being said. Well, what the hell? Didn't even say on demand. The hell you meant to fucking... I don't fucking know. Let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing, shall we? Wow, he got 162 buckaroos, so he's got to fucking... He's hit his all 3 tier goals. It's amazing. And yeah, I know he said in demand, so quid, but I didn't say on demand. In demand, on demand, 2 entirely different things. I heard it in demand as well. But yeah, it needed to be on demand. So yeah, we're that close to a full house. Anyway, let's just enjoy some otters. That was a brutal stream. Sad that we couldn't get the full house to fucking make it worth enduring. Sad that we could not get that elusive fucking full house and we couldn't add $25 to the bingo prize fund. But as the old saying does go, there is always tomorrow. You know, I'll return for some more bingo antics on Tuesday, and hopefully we can get a full house tomorrow instead. I do hope you will all join me for some more bingo antics tomorrow, but until then, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thank you for keeping me writing the card. Thank you for the contributions as well, and the memberships and all that jazz. You guys are so very kind. And yeah, here's hoping that we can get the full house tomorrow. And yeah, as I said, I mean, like, we've been so close. I think that's 2 days in a row we've been 1 away. 2 days in a row we've been 1 away from a full house. It's pissing annoying. But we're only halfway through the month. And at this stage of the month, we have $125 so far. So we've got plenty of opportunities here to try and build up that bingo prize fund for the rest of the month, you know what I mean? So we've got to stay positive. We've got to stay optimistic, you know what I mean? It's already a decent amount currently in the bingo prize fund. And we still have 15 days left in the month until we get to do the marble prize draw, not shit, and see if I can take that bingo prize fund home. But anyway, I will be back tomorrow, as I said, but I'm going to end how it always ends, by playing notorious PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar animations. So whatever you end up doing, whether you check out another restream of Phil playing fucking Helldivers, or you watch one of the videos, remember, we went and caught some of Sunspot Gallery's video earlier on, the Bacon Sweats. I went and linked you guys to Pixar's interesting video of you know, act Dolph Pigler, you know, waving from the car and preparing a speech for the fucking dentheads. That classic wee video, that wee gem. Whatever you guys end up doing, whatever, I do hope you all enjoy yourselves for the rest of the day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. But until then, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Look at that cute wee bastard eating that fucking fish, or whatever it is. That's so cute.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.